Holy shit. Oh, you just joined it. Holy crap. Okay, hold on.
There we go.
Ah, stupid ass Discord. Okay, hold on. 1 second. Gotta reboot Discord because for whatever reason it never registers my mic. Alright.
Alright.
Oh, hey.
All right.
Okay, cool. What's up? Didn't realize we all
woke up literally, and I was like, "Hey, look at that! I'm on Twitter. Hey, this posting your live on stream on Twitter works." And then like, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Here I am.
It works wonders, especially when people actually start liking or retweeting it.
Yeah, right. It's magic.
Let's go.
Yeah, I haven't. That was funny because I was like, "Should I stream today?" And I'm like, "Nah, I'll just go and put somebody else."
That's the same mindset I have all the time.
Yeah.
Like, oh, am I feeling it today? You know what? I'll cancel. I'll just go to somebody else's today.
Yeah, let's go with somebody else. Somebody else. Whoa. It's not a thing. Oh, of course, it's like my excuse. Yeah.
Ah, shit. No. No. Okay, where are you leaving me to? Ah, okay.
That's fucked up.
Hello.
Oh.
Oh no. Okay, you know what? That's acceptable.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh, I don't know what he says. Why is the internet so weird today? I'm okay.
That's not enough.
I'm okay.
Damn it.
I've done it. I did it, dude. I did it, team. Oh my god. I apologize. Why am I flickering between like 4-bar and 5-bar?
It's okay.
So
this
sad.
is like nothing compared to like PlayStation.
Oh yeah, you played on PlayStation. I remember that.
Yep. That was it was one and dones, and then really like bad lag, like to the point where like my buttons were coming out 5 seconds later.
Holy shit.
It was something.
That's wild, dude.
Oh my god.
Jesus Oh my god.
Okay.
All he can do is this, bully mode. Get out of here.
Yeah, bully mode that I had to show like James Chen like repeatedly is actually possible to bully.
Yeah, right.
It's like I constantly have to show him that you can like bully with Killick.
Not fun. Oh, that recovered really fast, actually. Huh. Oh no. Okay, I gotta stop. Fuck me, dude. I was in axe mode anyway. I was like, that wasn't gonna work even if that was big brain.
Yeah, either way, anybody you pressed would have been death.
Yeah, exactly. I gotta duck. I just gotta like.
Actually, no. If you're in sword mode, maybe, because isn't it like I-10 if you're in sword mode?
Yeah, it's I-10.
Yeah, that would have probably been like your only savior right there.
That was kind of weird.
Oh yeah, that shit just tracks sometimes.
Oh whoa! Oh damn it! You're smart. Oh, I tried to whip punish that like an idiot.
It's okay. I should have just killed you and wrung you out.
Oh, should probably block low once in a while.
Final battle. Fight.
Damn it.
Not optimal, but that'll be fine.
Damn it. fuck.
Okay, you know what? you do this enough times to me. That and Hyrule Joe tries to do the same shit now.
Dude, yeah, I think every Aswell, I achieved what many Aswell mains dream of doing, which is landing that on stream. We all want to do it.
Oh, wow.
Oh, okay, you can't delay it. I got excited. I thought I was gonna find some some bullshit right there.
Oh god.
Nope, doesn't work. Okay, double check. I just gotta, I guess, gotta mash. Oh. Oh.
Yeah, I'm like +2 after that.
Oh, damn. I thought single B would be long enough, actually.
Oh no. Gaelic pushback, really useful for like making it deceive just a little bit.
Yeah. My legs! Whoa! Damn it! That was a back turn case setup all along!
No, that's just in case that like fucks up for whatever reason, because super bad tracking. Like worst move for tracking. No, get away from me with that X low.
No, it was bad. Fuck.
Wow, didn't expect that to work. Oh god.
That's not really the whip punish I should have went for.
Wait,
Should've
I have
been
a question.
dumber.
What's up, Sultai? Wait, what's the question?
Is that a high?
Yeah, it's a high. Ah, fuck. I should've just GI'd.
Yeah, like, I noticed something about that. Like, if you keep... I think it's like close to neutral on block, so like, you can actually keep mashing. Because I know JSAP does that like a ton. And I'm like, I always wondered why. It's like, oh, it's kind of a check.
Alright.
Oh. Huh.
It says in the rules, don't fight with people. What if you want to fight them in Caliber? Totally different fighting. Soul Titan. I'm talking about like bringing drama into the chat kind of fighting. Cause there has been a few motherfuckers who come in here and then start some shit with other people in here, and it's annoying. And like the mods I usually have like pretty much work all the time now, so don't really have them. So
oh, give me that whip punish, bro. What the fuck? I mean, that's...
Listen, Emily. I'm only dumb a little bit. I mean, Soul Calibur is drama? Not really.
I mean, if you're on Twitter, yeah.
On Twitter, yes.
Like every
I
time
came here
Rakudo
to
posts.
Oh yeah, Rakudo.
Oh god.
The spicy,
He's been having a lot of hot tournament takes recently. It's been pretty fun.
Yeah, I heard a few of them to the point that Big Papa Chunk like pretty much had to like mute them because it was just like too much.
Oh, that's just pretty gross.
Why you ducky when I'm like factor?
That's a good question. Why I didn't read the back turn part. I ducked in response to just like wanting to do.
Now I'm ducking.
I delayed. Oh no.
Came here to start shit with you. Yeah.
Oh, that traded?
Oh my gosh. Okay, you know what?
Damn it. What about I said be careful, bro.
No.
Damn it!
Oh my gosh. It was just
I did the
enough
slow
time.
move and it worked. That was some Manta level mashing right there.
Oh, nice.
Damn.
Finally. God damn it. Alright.
Oh no.
Oh, I fucked up.
Hiya!
Wow. Wow.
Well, it'd be like that sometimes. I want to see that one. I walked. Okay. I didn't step. I walked. Okay. Fair enough.
Killick Soul Charge scares me. Yeah. It depends on the player though, too, to be honest. There's some people who still don't know how to use Soul Charge Killick. It shows too. Like Valkyraid, if you know him.
Ooh. You started shit?
Nah, it's just fact. Because I always have to convince that dude to even like touch Soul Charge. It literally took me 3 years for him to even like use it. You're open.
Twitch duck, dude. My biggest curse. That's why I can't beat Yoshi 6. Because I know when he wants to full catch 3K, but I Twitch duck. I never duck long enough to block it. It was funny when I played a match with him like on tournament. It's like it was like I'm afraid you're gonna block that one day. I'm like, I know, right?
Mina better the Keelik gang? It depends. I would say she's better for if you're trying to just like zone. For sure she's better at that. But Keelik has a little bit better tools than her for like close range and mid. At least that's why I feel like. Okay, yeah, that's
Hey! Hey! You wilded, bro. Oh god. Whoa, I was out of range, dude. That was sad.
Oh god,
the fuck
okay,
out
I
of here.
used that. Hey, just drop your combo real fast.
Yeah, don't worry. That will come in tournament.
Oh, did you sign up for tonight?
Maybe. I'm thinking about it. I'm really rusty though. Like, it's funny. I just did like travel plans for Summer Jam, and I'm like, dude, I'm about to spend like $500 to go to. It's great.
Yeah, I ain't ready for that. Especially with COVID, like, going all crazy again.
Yeah. I'm only gonna risk it, but only because I paid for it already.
Yeah,
and
that's
I work in a very public place, so it's like, I thought I had it, and I didn't. I'm like, okay. If I haven't got it, the vaccination works.
Ah, fuck. Okay, I'm getting too predictable about that.
Predictable. Mina better than Keelik gang? You know, I actually think on paper, yeah. But in practice, what tends to happen with Mina is that nobody wants to be the guy who plays Mina right now. Or the gal. Like in tournament. Like, and it's funny because right now, it is the perfect competitive environment to be a Mina main. You have counter pick stage as an option. You literally get about to be the most broken character of the game, like by far. And nobody's taking the option to do it. At least on the West Coast, nobody does it, so.
I mean, if I really wanted to learn her, I probably could, but
As far as I know, she's not really that hard. Like, you do have to learn how to play a lot of emergency caliber, but nothing like particularly crazy, I think. I tried to whip up or something.
to be honest, I think if I learned Mina, I would probably end up being like Yoki.
Yeah, why not?
Ah, crap. Damn it.
Let me whip punish that real quick.
I was really hoping I'd get the timing right just to interrupt that.
Imagine losing a round and then every second round you get to play on like Geralt stage or desert stage.
I mean,
That is
to be fair,
like-
Emily, with Mina, I mean online Mina, definitely kind of broken. Oh, what? The? Okay, well, speaking of broken.
I'm shocked. I'm probably just gonna give you the round just for that. That was hilarious.
Okay, yeah, well, okay, I guess you did.
You did. You deserved it. I was too shocked by the game deciding not to let you win.
Online Mina is cancer, but Talm has her best. Yeah, she's also kind of a pain online. Oh my gosh.
Careful, don't let Sly Tiger hear that. Sly Tiger knows all things. Oh god, that was a whip punish. Jeez, incredible. That was incredible too. Nice drop.
Oh god. Knows all things
So that's
except
it.
how to get in on Astaroth spinning.
Oh god, that was the best. I'm so glad that turned out to be tech. I'm so happy Rakuto discovered that. Like, as a counter to what you call it, wind salt pressure. That's the thing, and that's the thing that makes me happy about this game is that no matter how bad people are on Twitter, if they're top players, they're top players because they can think of some pretty fucked up shit.
Oh
Like,
yeah.
I remember. Hell,
And
like,
we could all laugh at each other and be like, "Oh, you remember when you fell for this stupid shit?"
Yes. It was inspirational too because I was like, wait, this is actually like smart. Like it's not even
Oh fuck.
not even done. Oh man. It's weird. I'm trying to like not think when I play, but that makes me think when I play.
Fight.
I mean, that's why I just kind of just end up doing stupid shit.
That's true. That's true. I think the problem with like Aswell is that you kind of like because I was thinking about like what's his face's tier list.
Boom and Ramon?
JJJ's tier list.
Oh.
About like how easy it is to play the like characters on rank to get the ace rank, and like this character is easy to win with, but not fun to play. And part of it is because your options are really limited and really bad, you know, in certain situations. So you don't have time to really process like whether or not your button works or not. You have to sort of just intuit that it is good at the time. Like that's why Aswell seemed really mashy, right? It's because like yeah, the character is designed to be that way. Because if you mash out of weapon sword buttons, they're all bad. And it didn't work that time. That is very weird. Oh, I don't want guard gauge. There we go. Good. I wanted the meter.
Nah, goddammit. Ah, damn it, I didn't have enough time. I was going to literally soul charge right out of range so I could fucking just grab you with soul or the CE. Ah, fuck. Yep.
New patch, not getting one. Don't expect it. Like it's time to rebuild. It's time to get used to this game, is what it is, and get better. As opposed to hoping this game patches. They're working on 7. It's the best move they can do. I think trying to fix this game is a mistake because caliber strength as an IP is not in like long-term support, but in incredible panache. Man, they make a game that looks good. Actually, another thing too is that there is a very real possibility that that they can build this game up, or they can get this game, not build this game up, but build this game. Like, they probably got the okay to get Soul Calibur 7 to come out maybe even before Tekken 8, because they're like, hey, we have an IP that we know is smoking hot and has a dedicated base. It doesn't have a good esports scene, so they don't have a real strong reason to push it that hard with DLC. And they could just make a new game. It comes out in like 2-3 years when PS5 distribution is really high, and just go crazy.
Shit, that would be the hope.
Actual expansion. I don't think this Namco is willing to take a risk that crazy. That, and frankly, there's a lot of engine level stuff that I don't. I hope they're just like considering just moving away from Unreal. Honestly.
I mean, considering how it's like one of the like best engines out there, I'm not so sure they'll move away from it. Or like,
well, maybe Unreal 5 is good. Maybe that's there's a possibility of that too. But like, yeah, I just think that it just makes it would be so much cooler if they were just working on 7 instead. And frankly, the resources are out there now to get good at this game, and the community is still present, and it's ironically more profitable to play this game than it is ever at any other stage, thanks to Matcherino. And as I think about this again,
I'm not sure about the resource part. I guess technically the resources are there. It's just a pain to get to some of them.
They're not. Like, I'll be honest. Like, Way of the Blade, even as a podcast, is pretty sad. But you have access to a lot of different top player perspectives now that you never had before, and you have enough. There's enough Twitch VODs to like really analyze the game if you wanted to. And I think this is the stage where you become Linkors, or you become Ben with these, or like all the people who were like air quote not nobodies, like known players, but not like, they weren't like the literally top player status until 6, right?
Yeah.
Like, this is the chance to become that now, while the game is kind of stagnating. It's pretty awesome.
See, that's actually like Soul Calibur 7 isn't going to really be that big best.
Oh, it will. No, because like the thing is, the reason why 6 isn't that like big is because its single player mode sucks. It's not good. Like, Libra of Souls is balls. If they have time to work on it, like actually work on it, because like you could tell that they cut a lot of corners, which is fine. But if they make something good, it'll do great.
Oh my god, why did that work this time?
You know, I don't ask questions anymore after this. Damn it.
But Elite 4 and Hitbox in the same sentence. Hey there, Silo.
But I actually think that if they really got time to work on the game, like for real,
yeah, and
had the resources to build something really incredible, they would go crazy. Because like you have to also imagine that just on the graphics alone, because this game doesn't actually really look that much better than 5. I would actually argue that 5 is probably more of a graphical powerhouse in terms of showcase. But this game just looks okay. Like, it's not like crazy beautiful or anything, or even like, hey, if they improve cast by any measure, because it's, you know, it's roughly the same as 5. Like, it's still, you can still do cool shit, but you can't like,
oh yeah,
it's not like, oh, Black Desert, right? If they up that, oh my god, game explodes. Like, it's just because like this game has a lot of sales for what it is. So.
Sorry if I'm not reading you guys fast enough in chat. Like,
yeah, same.
try to go like back and forth between fighting and like also talking all that. So sorry about that. But yeah,
that's why I'm playing
so saying the same
I need to find
too.
a better character to match with. I need a character for stream Because Aswell ain't it. Like either Aswell, I have to turn my brain on.
I mean,
Or
there's
actually,
Astro.
I just need to learn how to play brainless Aswell.
There's Astaroth. There you go. All you gotta do is just make people do 50-50s.
That's true. I just gotta. Astro. Okay.
I mean, to be honest, Gillick is also probably not a good idea for me since, yeah.
It's pretty hyped though.
Oh
Okay,
yeah.
I'm trying to be as mashy as possible. Never mind, I lied. Okay, I'm trying to think too much. Dude, I pressed 6B. That buffer got me good.
The best part for casuals is cast, and people hate cast in rank. Player rooms are actually
Well, that's
garbage.
the thing. Well, you know what they just do, right? They take them out of ranked, and because like that's the thing. That is a fundamental problem that I guess they could fix with a patch, maybe, but they would have to do a lot of designing around it. So, like, because I'm pretty sure, like, matchmaking isn't as simple as like, hey, you turn off created characters, right? And they probably integrated that into the menu. It's like buried deep beneath the spaghetti. But they could probably just fix that the next game, and just like, okay, no cast enabled and ranked, and then because like they know from feedback that we wanted a casual queue,
Yeah.
and they just implement that. I also think that there's probably within the budget considerations, because like I know that this game specifically has a back end, because of like all the the whole replay system is on like a server back end, and then what else is on there? Also, like all the casts, like this casts are saved on that backend too. So they probably didn't have the extra budget or couldn't get it approved to add another rank queue, which sounds silly, but it probably costs money to do that. So that's the kind of thing that you do at the really early stages of planning that they could probably end up fixing with the next game, as opposed to like, because like. Yeah, I just don't think that expansions are in the books, because technically that's what the business model for DLC is, and they probably did all the analytics already for that and probably found that. Because like a lot of what Harada does is probably backed by actual like spreadsheet, statistics and all that. Like, oh, like X players are like willing to spend more money, or ooh, that was really ambitious.
I'm crazy like that. And dumb, but yeah.
The Coliseum. Well, that's the thing, is that rank queues, they probably looked at their internal data and saw that Tekken rank queues were doing pretty well. So that's why they did it. They do need to acknowledge that these are two different games, for sure. But as far as the rationalization for why they do certain things, it doesn't strike me as particularly odd that they made the decisions they made based off of like, yeah, that's how just companies work, right? They're just looking at a spreadsheet. They're not looking at really our feedback as much.
Okay, let me see what.
Reach the hypes of Tekken levels of hype new SC7. You never really know. You have to understand that, like, oh yeah, okay, so here's the thing about SC6 too. SC6 suffers from the problem of having no influencer backing at all. There are no major influencers that also do YouTube consistently or any of that stuff. And we're in an era where that mattered. And if you don't think that, and Tekken has that in Stros, but more specifically, Tekken has that regionally across multiple games. I mean, multiple regions. So, honestly, it is possible for this game to blow up. It has the content cycle to do it, and enough dumb shit to make it popular, especially on TikTok. Which is ironically like it's really banal content, but that's all you need. You don't need, oh, you taught this game in like the King's English. Like that doesn't matter at all. It literally doesn't. It's metrics-wise, it's irrelevant. You can get people to get excited about the dumbest stuff nowadays.
Oh yeah, can confirm. With just the shorts that I've been doing for YouTube and all that. Speaking of like TikTok and all that, like I'm literally getting like almost 1,000 views for like some of those shorts, and some of them are like really dumb, but
yeah, on nothing. And it's just like that's the next generation of marketing, because everybody knows it. Like everybody knows shorts and TikTok in the creator space is hot stuff. That's SE7 could instantly blow up as long as we get somebody who knows what they're doing with that kind of content, and then they get bigger. Because once the rich get rich and people want to follow that trend, then they'll just do that.
Yeah, especially as it like keeps growing. Like if you're not in it now, you're going to be like lost until the next big thing.
But yeah, it can happen. Because like that's the thing. Trust me, the FGC is fickle as hell. If you would have told me that the mindshare would start not liking Evo as much, I would have thought you're crazy until COVID, right? It's happening. There's a lot of shifts that are happening that are like a lot of like, oh, definite statements like this won't be big or no, this won't not be big. This game just needs good netcode, honestly. If you get on the train of this game has good netcode right now, and if they manage to make it work, oh boy, like all that's out the window, because then you're gonna get people who are just like interested in making content for stuff, and then they just self-promote. And this game, all you need is memes.
FGC is kind of why this series won't be as big as Tekken.
Well, that's the thing. It doesn't have to be FGC related. That's what I mean. Like that's what I'm looking at. The FGC itself, yeah, as it currently stands, probably doesn't accept this game because it doesn't have the legacy like components and the certain kind of players that people like to play. That the FGC itself wants people. Like it doesn't have a Sonic Fox playing it as much, even though he did play at the start. Doesn't have like that kind of like star power. But and like yeah, if they keep hoping that like Big Papa Chunk and I keep carrying the West forever, yeah, it won't succeed because we're at this stage where we can't. Even with this dojo support, it doesn't really change the dynamics of what we're creating, and it hasn't made anybody step up to the plate to create more different kinds of stuff. Mostly because, yeah, we all know. It's like, okay, this game is kind of on its way out, all that fun stuff. Which is fine to me, because, like, the more that this game goes to, like, underground, as long as it maintains, like, somewhat of a semblance of community, means that it's time to go strong and build storylines and tell the stories of people who are already here. And then suddenly, you'll have this base of lore to make the game interesting again. Because trust me, if we just kind of secretly remember all the random beefs that happen throughout this game's timeline that are funny, that creates a personality for a game. That doesn't necessarily... Oh, I'm alive!
And yeah, there is KajurtheMighty tournaments as well for West Coast.
Yeah.
There's also Evil Buho, but he hasn't had much luck either, sadly.
So Buho's problem is this, and I need to tell him, is that he needs to make graphics. He needs graphics. It's literally, I'm telling you, like, the only... Caliber's problem is not... The game sucks. It literally is just, we just don't understand anything about marketing. We really have no clue. And I'm too busy to even, like, do real marketing, and I didn't realize how it worked until after COVID happened, which really drives me crazy because I had all the time in the world to do it. But no, we're just bad at marketing. That's it. It really is it. There's nothing more complicated than that. Everybody says, oh, the series did this. Then it's like, no. It's just we suck at marketing as an entire subsection of the game.
Oh my God.
The entire fan base is just added that. Which is funny because we have the most marketable thing on the planet, which is goofy costumes.
I mean, I wonder why whenever you do watch tournaments, it's always the same names playing.
Well, yeah, but you can actually make those interesting. You think NY's, like, New York has different names happening in Street Fighter? No! It was just IDOM! Like, a lot of people think that there's, like, that's the thing. FGC brains, bless their hearts, think that certain trends are the indicative of a reason why something isn't succeeding. Because that's how we think, right? But it's actually usually the small stuff. Because think about Tekken, right? Tekken is not popular because the game was better than Soul Calibur. Don't let anybody tell you that, because Tekken heads know that their game also has insane amounts of jank. The difference is that think about who built Tekken, like Tekken's stories and their content the content backbone. Like Rip, Rip,
Like
Tasty Steve, all these guys who were in the commentary space.
Oh,
you
yeah.
know, those guys were building like they had like podcasts and all this crazy shit all way before. They already are on the content grind ages before it was even profitable. So when it came time to create like Tekken as a scene, and like they had Eris, who became a big Twitch streamer, right? Like big, like, he's huge. They already had this established before Tekken 7 launched in the US. And the irony about this was that by virtue of Eris complaining so much and being big, during the era where Tekken was not on consoles, he was building hype, right? Early 2016, right, was the meme. That was, they were already doing stuff when it wasn't profitable or the game was air quote alive, because nobody knew jack anything about Tekken in the arcades. It just had a story.
Wasn't it just in Japan or something like
just
that?
in Japan, and like in round ones, and it like nobody knew anything about it. Oof. But yeah, and then it had momentum when it launched, and then suddenly Tekken is this unstoppable juggernaut, and part of that was because people didn't like Street Fighter 5. That was really it. Like,
I'm trying to think, what was around for fighting games back then? Because, well, I wasn't really into like super into
Fighting games, right?
that back then. Like I was like more casual back then, but I'm trying to think, like, I guess it was like Injustice 2, Street Fighter 5, and like Tekken 7, right?
Oh,
Back
and
then?
like the Marvel. So like it was a weird time because this is like, I mean, hell, think about like, because like actually, here's a good counterpoint to why Soul Calibur 7 will never be big. I'm sorry, not even the whatchamacallit, the anime heads thought that Strive would actually make it this big. Not even the dedicated, the true believers of ArcSys thought that this was gonna happen. Right? Although they probably did. Like that's why Juna was on the grind, right? Like he knew. But like all the major like most people don't think that. Like most players don't think that their game is ever gonna explode in the FGC. But it's like it's really capricious. It doesn't really matter, which is good, because like like there's hope. I just say like never say never for a fighting game. I'm honestly kind of worried that Ultra Fight Kyanta is gonna blow up one day. That's that free to play freaking like rollback like Kusou game, and you just never know. But you never count it out. But there are factors why Soul Calibur 7 will not be big, but it won't be because the game is bad.
I mean, for Strive, they definitely hit technically just like a dry season of just there's no games really either. Like on top of the whole rollback, it was also my voice.
Yeah, we're talking, we're doing that thing.
Yeah, I know. I'm talking more than I usually would. But
so
with
bad.
Strive, like they have the rollback going for them. There's also no other fighting games really coming out right now, so they're literally the big one with rollback. And then they also did tons of marketing as well. Like
they did marketing in the guise of testing, which was crazy. That they actually managed to market their game through constantly showing up at cons to be like, hey, we want your feedback about this game and what you want with it. And that created a wave because then all the YouTubers got it. Like Sajam got on it. You know, all these big means of propagating a message about a game. Because it was simple. Like the irony is that people are buying this game not because they like the game, and we all know it. Because I mean, like, most people don't really like say they love Strive that much, and that's fine. They're not supposed to. But it represents, like, oh, this is finally Japanese developers listening to my plea. That's what that game represents, which is awesome. And I think that's, it does incentivize, I guess, kind of underrated components of game development, like having a dedicated social media presence to help field like feedback. Because I'll tell you what company doesn't do that. with the game, it's definitely Bandai Namco with Soul Calibur. They have no social media presence for that, and they know it, and it hurts them a lot. This game is, even though they had the surveys all the time, it still didn't really drive engagement.
And then it was usually like, oh, it's this character's birthday. That's usually all I've ever saw.
Yeah, and they're kind of doing survival mode stuff because they're planning everything. I see this. It seems like an action, but I work for also a Japanese corporation. They are very, especially now, every Japanese company has to be extremely meticulous as to what they're planning and what they're doing with their money, because everything is astronomically expensive now. Even like with subcontracting out to the US, like everything costs a lot of money. And so they're probably like looking at like just like the dumb stuff. Like they probably have to reallocate like, okay, how much are we going to even invest in Bandai Namco US's social media team? Because they just don't have a person.
Yeah.
For like, cause like I haven't even seen like one of the social media managers, like Dalton. I haven't even seen him being like physically present in anything, because like he's usually at cons and stuff, but there's nothing like there's just the normal benchmarks for what I would see like as means of gauging the health of whether or not this game is getting more support, or like they're not even at the company anymore. Like what was it? There's a social media like it's almost like an event coordinator, like,
oh my god, that word. Okay.
Banner guy. He doesn't even work at Bamco anymore, and he's the guy who did SoCal Ring Out and all the, you know, like all those Ring Out things that came before the, like kind of as the beta to the game.
Actually, that I don't remember.
So that was like basically a year before launch. That guy doesn't work at Bamco anymore, so they don't even have that guy. Or somebody who does that.
Welcome to the basically a podcast now at this point.
Yeah, this is a podcast, but with me just getting mashed on, which is fun. But yeah, I think there's a lot of like groundwork stuff that they actually have to do.
And don't worry, guys. I'm also seeing your guys' chat. I'll say them in a moment. Just like comment.
Yeah, I just keep talking over Abyss, and I mean, you know how this works. I'm KONMAI, right? I take over other people's streams and bandwidths and use them to promote my own BS, which is usually just straight up me ranting about like how but like how certain trends in the FGC are actually surprisingly ephemeral. And even though I think it's because I spent so much time thinking about this as a job, and then realizing, oh, the things that are jobs are actually stuff that aren't fun to do at all. And the reason why they aren't fun to do is because squeezing money out of the FGC is like squeezing like blood out of a lemon that's also made out of rock. Like, it's just hard.
Oh yeah.
It's based off, isn't that fun? What?
Okay, so wait, let me get
Hold
to the
up.
rest of this stuff. What?
Hold up. This game isn't fun? Talk to any casual who plays this game. What? It's no, I actually think I disagree so wholeheartedly. This game is fun. This game, however, is invalidating because the rank sucks. It's fun, but you don't get rewarded at all. And that's the casuals don't think it's fun.
I mean, if
but
you
think
want,
the game is hella fun.
If you want, Emily, you can join my Discord. Like, you
Yeah,
can
let's
join this
argue
call.
about, like, I definitely want to like let's talking points this one, because I actually think that this game has the components to be huge. It's just that if you think about it, a lot of the messages about this game, especially at the early start of this game, were very negative, and there's stuff that you can bandwagon on. Like, oh, this game is not competitively, does not value my competitive time because it's filled with like these filthy, like, malfested casts that have messed up hitboxes, and then there's a giant queue, you know, stuff like that.
Here. Hopefully that link still works. But I mean, if anybody wants to join in on this, like, this is basically becoming a podcast now, so just fighting. So if anybody wants to join in on it. Okay.
Yeah, let's go. I'm excited because I think it's amazing. Oh,
yeah, it's not like.
yeah, I'm gonna get hit a lot, but it's okay.
It's okay, I am too. Like I'm trying to scroll back to like some of the other stuff before like it just kept going. Because there was some other stuff. I think Silo and Emily were saying too, but.
Well, okay, so like, you're right. Reversal Edge was a gargantuan flop, and even worse is that I remember this. You know why Okubo follows Jobin? Doesn't follow me? Here's the reason. Jobin did a little spot on at Evo during the beta events, up playing.
Go for it, Emily.
Reversal Edge, and that's why he's following on Twitter, because like they knew that they wanted to push that mechanic really hard, and that's what backfired, right? It ultimately became a talking point for casuals and anybody to not like the game, because it appeared to be like the devs kind of trying to like shove something down people's throats. See, it's only because half of the fan base wants can't related things, and the game compared to the other half only wants balances and fighting related stuff. They don't like each other. Yes, no, that's super true. That is absolutely true. That component, that fragmentation of the community is inevitable, for sure. But that's the same. That honestly runs in the same vein, I think, as like remember Street Fighter, Street Fighter 5, remember when it launched, right? All the casuals hated that game because there was no content for them, zero. This idea that there's a schism between the communities, the competitive, the casual community, is present in all games. NRS is a really good example of this, except NRS is just like, they're so big that you can't even see that there is like that chasm, I think. And so I think like a game size actually ultimately will erase that kind of feeling as a factor.
Okay,
but you just have
this
to
one, I need to
have
get some water. my voice is like straight up trying to crack.
I know. But yeah, Ari can't still. Yeah, Ari was a mechanic that failed to do its job in every level. And on top of it, like, because I think that really gets me about Ari is that they had the space, the design space, the actual space in the game to teach new players how to deal with it and may hate it less, because it is kind of a non-problem.
Once you like learn how to, like once you learn how to deal with it, it's not that bad. But
yeah, but that's the thing. Namco effed it up. They had an entire like 40-hour story mode and an opportunity to create an AI that just RE spams all day and then create like some sort of like, because they did this in other games. That's one of the reasons why I believe in this game so much, is that they can literally turn how to beat stuff up as content, and like good content, because it's like it makes sense when you learn. Once you learn it, you just have to build into the game that it's like, oh yeah, Yoshimitsu wants to like F up your stuff. You know, like they used to literally do this in the old games with red text. They would tell you how to beat this dude.
Oh yeah, art
like,
cancels are cancerous, but that's a whole nother topic in itself, I feel like. Sorry for cutting you off, comment.
No, you go ahead. I'm talking too much. I keep jumping.
Yeah, I know. I'm like trying to keep track of like chat also during this. Like, okay,
you could moderate me between me and chat.
yeah. Technically, I should be doing that. I am pretty much the streamer here.
Hey,
right now.
I'm your guest.
I'm just like letting you go. But by the way, like anybody who's here, if you like want to join in on this, like this basically became a podcast now. Like, I do have a Discord for you guys if you want to like hop in, or like if you're on PC, you can like there should be a link at the bottom. But see, let me try to like go up, because there's other stuff too, like going back to like the social media stuff. Like Emily was talking about how like pretty much the directors are like almost quitting because of people from social media and stuff. Let's see if I can keep coming in. There's so much stuff. Jesus Christ, so behind.
Yeah, I know we're so. My bad. I'm sorry. I'm trying to read too, and it's like I can't hit.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, yeah, this is
I'm
so
not
fun.
used to my chat actually being this like lively either, so it's
Right?
kind of nice to be honest. So thanks you guys for stopping by too.
You're welcome, Abyss Commando.
Battle 3.
I'm joking. I think it's really interesting, especially since like, yeah, I just been thinking about
Thanks,
like,
Silo, for the follow.
games and stuff like that. Oh, thanks for the follow, Silo. my favorite 3-bar across Europe. Like our connection is playable. I don't get it. And what were we talking about?
Pretty much. Well, we were on RE.
You're not
so
too
I
opinionated, Cager. I'm arguably more opinionated than you are, and we could fight about it too. Because I think that your takes on Cass are whack. I think that's alienating to the community, and I ain't afraid to call you out on it. But that's okay, because in the end, I still like the game, and it's not like, oh man, you're killing the game. It's like, who cares? It's like having an opinion about this. Okay, here's a better way of saying this. Having a bad opinion about this game doesn't change anything, right? I don't think anybody's sitting there and saying, oh yeah, like Rikudo's insane takes about like how like Evo should die are really making people like leave the game.
I need to stop doing that to you.
You know?
Yeah. I mean, it's not
Like,
great. but
it's okay to have an opinion. As long as it isn't like insanely racist or stupid, you know? But if it's about
The only
like
person whose takes I think are
structures.
legitimately whack are Ron's. He has a lot of wild takes. He's also somebody with some wild takes.
Like the
I
wild
agree.
takes, that's it. Like I think a good way to say anything of this is that the Twitterverse is actually a very small component of the FGC. Ironically, Facebook is probably huge, like way bigger.
I'm not so sure anymore. Like I know, like
Not for
just
this game,
even
but
yeah,
in
not
general.
for this one, but for sure.
I think they should do that for ranked, Cager. But I don't think that they should remove cast,
I mean-
because think about that, right?
Also, hi Nelly.
Imagine if they took out that entire feature that has become a staple of this game. That's like saying RE is good. No casual would ever want that. And more importantly, that is one of those I for sure could see that as being spun as because the weird thing about this game, perhaps the most bizarre thing about Soul Calibur, and this is kind of a tangential, but this game gets insanely good reviews when it comes out. Like, oh, this game has a great meta score. Fighting games would kill for that.
Yeah.
But it doesn't necessarily fix our game. But I can't imagine what would happen with Soul Calibur if it got, well, it did happen, right? This happened with SC5, right?
Okay.
Removing casts, I think, would create that situation again, and then we would see a
Oh,
Reddit
yeah.
thread about like, oh, what happened with Soul Calibur 7? They took out casts.
Yeah, that definitely would be a step back, to be honest. Like I think now that it's actually here, like there's no getting rid of that. Like it's just having to like set it to like a point where both like competitive and non-competitive can both enjoy like not dealing with it or dealing with it. Like pretty much, yeah, the whole rank thing. Yeah, like if it was without the cast, a lot of the competitive players would have liked that. I think if there was like a casual playlist probably that would allow cast and stuff, that would probably also be good. Or like hell, even in like a ranked cast system or something. Hell, that would probably been a thing that could have worked maybe. I don't know.
They have done that. Remember stat-based queues in SC4?
I never really played ranked Soul Calibur before. I was a casual still back then. I didn't really go into multiplayer for it.
For stats, because like you could, armors used to have stats and stuff, which was insane, by the way. It was really fun, but it was whack. But like, yeah, they could do queue separations, and I agree. Cager's right. They should lock it down to, like rank should only be like base models and all that. But I would just be like, man, they gotta keep cast. Like they just gotta. They can't get rid of it. But yeah,
Or,
in terms of.
go
ahead.
I mean, the other thing that they could probably do is just like for cast, just like if it's a certain character, just to keep it at the higher like hitbox. But I mean, I guess that would probably mess up the whole like making your own character kind of deal.
I think the reason why is if you think about the percentages of combos that actually drop with casts or all the weird stuff that happens with casts, they're probably statistically an anomaly, because I know they happen consistently. but like I'm pretty sure like they don't really affect that many characters to the degree that would be invalidating for the entire ranked experience. However, all it takes is one fly to ruin the suit. And so when it comes to that, I think that they should just avoid it altogether, and they should just make it not part of the queue, because they only need one case to make it in a Twitter clip or something, or like some sort of like TikTok thing, or like in like a donkey video, and that's it, right? That's it for the mode. They have to be much more conservative about what they're doing, because like they have to look at it from a perspective of, okay, what is ranked about? Ranked is about validating players' effort and win-loss ratio, right?
Just only 2 people in 2 hits instead of 3 with a tiny Asta. Yeah.
I love that too. That's what I wish we could have. I wish we could have a tournament based on that. But yeah, like
what, mini-me freaking cast? Oh, that'd actually be funny.
you should have a tournament for that. But like yeah, just like be really conservative about it. Make sure that when you're building systems that are for like impressing, like, okay, what is ranked for?
Also, Nelly, no, I do not like dealing with tiny nightmares and 2-bar connections. That's like the worst cancer right there.
I feel you, dude. RPG mode rank would be super sick. Yeah. Yeah, they actually tried to do that, by the way. That's what's in Libra Souls. Every single cast in the rifts that are not story based are casts from other players. Like, they tried to implement these components, and that's the funny thing, is that they could have had Arcade delineated too. That they actually just needed to be more conservative with current ranked, and they would still have a sense of community building that they were trying to achieve. Because like I get what they're trying to do with like making sure that casts stay in ranked. It's because they think that it's cool that we see other people's creations, and they're not wrong. There are times when I get a really good chuckle out of seeing somebody's wild stuff, but
hey, Kajur, what thing from Virtua Fighter? Which one are you talking about? Are you talking about just like having the video play in the main menu thing, or?
Oh, having rank keys playing in the background?
I mean, that part, I would say like most fighting games should have that at that point, because that shit's actually awesome. I actually enjoy that from Virtua Fighter.
Yeah, that's a very good idea. I agree. Or they should definitely have that. Yeah, that's a really good feature, actually. They should add that. You were 100% correct, because it creates.
Well, I don't even know which one he was talking about. I'm just guessing, but I'm waiting for him to say what it was that he was talking about from Virtua Fighter, because that's the only thing I could think of.
Yeah, so Virtua Fighter always constantly plays stuff from ranked, as like almost like a filler thing. I think that does have that kind of clashes a little bit with, I think, what Soul Calibur would ultimately, because like I'm looking for the devs' perspective. I'm pretty sure they look at this as like a game that doesn't want to be air quote esports, and I think that's actually an idea that came from the VF guys as like a very esportsy feature.
I love how my music like hella stops when you said that.
Warriors' spirits are.
But yeah, what makes it super cool is that it does make rank seem alive. No matter how dead I think VF is, there's obviously a match playing every time. So it counteracts this idea that ranked is dead, which is very smart, and I love it.
Yeah, I agree with this too. I know a lot of people who play only for the cast. Yeah, I mean that is the appeal of Soul Calibur. Like pretty much like customizing and all that. I mean, like there's a whole community for that now. Like Happy Color definitely made that work and happen.
Yeah. It doesn't get a lot of Twitter engagement, but it's healthy, and that subreddit is amazing. It really, like, Soul Calibur Creations is one of the most buff subreddits I've ever seen. It is completely immune to atrophying. It is always active. It has no barriers to entry. It's frequently hilarious, and yeah, it's just good old wholesome good game. Like that's like if I was gonna pitch a game to somebody, I would use that more than I would be like, hey, like join the competitive community. Although I think that component is great. Not to say like it's bad, but like yeah, there's just really healthy components to like those kind of things. But yeah, you're right. I think what this topic ultimately kind of dives down to is how far should the devs go to try to unify our communities? And the answer is don't do it. Don't try. Stop it. We don't like each other, and it's okay. We can exist independent of each other. I swear to God, we're totally fine.
I think, yeah, it's definitely possible.
Because it should, like, Casses, like, think of it this way. Casses are like the role players of, like, and we're like the raiders, right? In the competitive community. Do you think any MMO developer is stupid enough to make them, like, have to play each other? Like, to be in the same space all the time? No! They either make the friction completely minimal to share our space, or they don't make us like hang out with each other at all. That's it, the end. You don't have to like merge them together. So they should be very mindful of that next time.
I just wish our games took, well, taken more seriously as a fighting game. We are more well known as the character creation game to a lot of people. I mean, that's gonna happen. Like, I mean, there are people who are actually giving like Soul Calibur a chance. I mean, there's a lot of Tekken players for a minute at least that were like showing up over here, like giving it a shot. Like there was what, Ferguson, Cuddlecore, EJ. Like people are noticing it. Like this game is definitely being noticed, but like there's just a lot of things holding it back.
It's just content. It really is. Because think about it. People drop out of this game because they get into the mid-range hole. Where we're at. Like me and Abyss and probably all of us in chat. We're in this mid-range hole of players
I'm
where
like
it's like
upper on that, but I don't know. It's because of frame
upper
data.
mid-range. Well, you know what I mean? Like you haven't breached like consistent top 3s yet, right? And there's no YouTube video that can teach you.
Consistent top 8s for sure, but like, well,
like
for a while. No, not well, majors. Okay, so the only 2 majors I've had was Evo, which I got 193rd, which still isn't that bad considering how many people. But and then Last Chance Qualifier, which was I got top 16. Like that was the only time.
So like wherever space that feels validating to be a player, right?
Yeah.
There's usually the thresholds around like top 8 finishes, whatever, stuff like that. So like there are no resources whatsoever that could even like begin to even touch how to get there. Like
True.
It's just not there. And I study this game a lot. They're there in the sense that they exist, but they're not really easily accessible, and they're definitely hard to digest. And this is the conundrum with Soul Calibur, is that it is one of the hardest games to learn out of obscurity, rather than being a super hard game. But that's the thing. The hard game thing is actually a benefit, and Tekken proved this. You can create an infinite treadmill of content and small stuff to talk about if your game is perceived, or it's not perceived. If you believe as a content creator that your game has stuff to talk about. And right now we do have stuff to talk about, but we're having a hard time making it bite-sized, because if you think about it, right? Like when you're losing in a match, it's usually pretty character specific. It's not like, ah, man, I'm like losing to like some sort of like very generic component, or it doesn't feel that way, because really what it comes down to is that this game has a problem with the dichotomy of fast movement but very unsafe, right? Whereas Tekken is like slow sluggy movement, but holy shit, like you're blocking. And so it's hard to get people to slow down and start thinking about what they're actually doing, right? So it's a pretty hard game, I think.
The reason
in that sense,
like Eris or Max or or I think you meant Markman or Ruffle or others stopped playing is because they kept fighting edgy casts in the game's ranked mode. This is the only fighting game where that is an issue. Max and Eris stopped because the netcode's bad. Man, there's so much I have to catch up to.
Yeah, and that again, this goes back to the whole like, if you cannot sustain a game on outside influence alone, right? Because you're right. All these people left the game. They tried it out. They gave it their obligatory try, but they ended up not like really sticking around, because you really the cool thing about the FGC is that there's nobody who's really that fake in the FGC. Like they like their games, and there's a little bit of a bandwagon because this kind of like a unified front about it. Like, oh, we want to try each other's games, but it's not like I'm ever worried about somebody from outside the game staying in the game and taking over the game. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And there are problems, yeah. But like right now, like the biggest barrier with our current resources is that it's hard to learn the game. That's why I'm really excited about the Ramon Boom guide, because I think that they're gonna make a guide that actually
I didn't even know
makes
about
sense
that.
for once. Oof, that was really cool.
Man, I really need to go back to freaking Ramones and Boom streams. I keep on wanting to watch like more streamers like and try to support, but like I just get burned out on like watching streams and stuff too.
Yeah, and that's the thing. That's why content is important, because content comes at your own pace. The act of like looking up a VOD like on YouTube is much less committal than, you know, scheduling yourself to hang out with somebody.
Yeah.
It just is. We have to acknowledge that.
Yeah, it's definitely harder. I don't know why that works, but I'm fine with that. Soul Calibur is a very hard game to get into and complete because people who play it have been playing 100 years.
Imagine Tekken though.
Not sure about
I wish
that.
that was
like,
it's true. It is a hard game, but as far as it being a factor for why it's insurmountable, no, because like Tekken is definitely worse in that regard. Because like, holy crap, to even move in Tekken, you must be playing 100 years, and that's what's so crazy about Tekken is like, how did that game get so big? There's so many things going against it. I'm dying to the same move. And it's just like, yeah, I just like, I guess the reason is like I never say never anymore with FGC stuff, because it's just like, yeah, there's always a use case where like we don't have an excuse or quote other than we do get unlucky, because I do think that the World Tour would have really helped give us a foundation for how to build our content structure, and just like getting players' names known to create the storylines necessary to start building the foundation for the rest of us. Because storytelling is the most core component of all, I think, fighting games in general.
yeah, especially, well, for the competitive side for sure, yeah.
Yes. Like, yeah, for competitive, yeah. For casual stuff, like, people just write their own stories. They do their own fan fictions. I'm just waiting for Lucifer to get into this game, and then, like, I'll just be like, damn, I saw this coming like literally 6,000 tweets away.
Oh yeah, that's Storia's. That's Storia's character, right? The whole
this game has no game mode. Agree. I think Libra really failed, and that's one of the reasons why I think the inverse is true, which is if Soul Calibur 7 has a good game mode, like a really, really good, all-consuming, like time sucker monster of a game mode that is really cool and flashy, like an RPG that's actually fun to play, it will go nuclear. This game will go crazy.
Though the Soul Chronicles were pretty great. That one was like, that part was great. It needed a little bit more, but you gotta duck that second hit, otherwise I'm gonna keep doing it. Except that again, this game has no game modes, which is the main shit I've been arguing about for like an hour now. There's no global Coliseum like Soul Calibur 5's.
I think Global Coliseum is a good idea. I don't think it fixes every problem, but it definitely solves a problem. I would say that basically you have to combine a lot of ideas together, which is, it doesn't have to be either or. I think Global Coliseum is a good format, I don't think it's a good format modernly for competitive, but it would be a good way to like build lobbies. Because I think lobbies in this game are kind of right? They're like, whatever.
Yeah, I'm trying to. Ramon, like, for content creation, I'm trying, like... I'm thinking of some ideas, like, since the short things are starting to become a thing, I was thinking of doing something for, like, tutorial guides for it. Like, just, like, smaller tutorial guides, like, bite-sized. But I haven't
as small as possible.
But I haven't gotten around to actually, like, taking the time to actually do it. Like, I have an idea, but I haven't gotten around to do it.
Yeah, Doc Calibur didn't help. Although Doc Calibur, so I think the TO space is important, but it wouldn't kill me if they... I will complain about it and grouse about anti-TO, like air quote bugs, but they don't really like. Those don't sell boxes, right? As far as that kind of thing. But you're right. But yeah, for content, smaller is better. I guarantee you, because we are past the era where you can do the Eris 1 hour long moveless video, and
yeah,
like it just doesn't work. But if you really like, you could break it down as granular, and I shit you not, as what do you do against this one Oki situation? Just one.
yeah.
And as long as you do your tags and your like SEO correctly, where it's easy to use, whatchamacallit, YouTube as a search engine, you're good. You're good. Because YouTube is actually the second most used search engine in the world, next to Google. So like, being able to, people will actually look it up. It's just you have to make it accessible. And you can't, but you must also make sure that you don't bury it in time. Because that's the biggest issue with Caliber stuff. It's like, yeah, there's probably an answer somewhere, but it's in a video that's like 40 minutes long, dude.
Once you go to like Yade's, like his videos are like super detailed, which are like nice, like for long videos. Like,
yeah.
if it wasn't for him, like I wouldn't even be as decent as I am with Keelik. Well, I mean there was Party Wolf's live streams too, but like those beginning videos were like super helpful. And it's like the same problem I have with like a lot of the other characters. Like I want to learn other characters, but it's very hard to find like videos that like are like, well, I guess not, pretty much like a little bit better like than just like, oh, here's all these combos with like no notation or like nothing to really tell you like what's optimal and whatnot. You pretty much have to like find a live stream and like hope that you find somebody that plays like your main or like the character you're wanting to learn.
Yeah, because you're trying to like focus down, and like, yeah, it's hard with videos, but oh, wrong one. But like the thing that you can do is that you can, so like this is what Twitch people do, which is really smart. You basically make content with the intent to make more content out of it. So like, if you make a big fat video, you could totally get away with like breaking down that video even more granularly over time. Like you say you make the beginners video,
yeah,
and then you could just kind of chop it up to like hey, here's an update to like the Oki section or something, you know, and then you're just going over Oki or like stuff that kills. Like I want videos to be as granular as this character, what beats side tech, what off of like you know, just like that, or even more granular would be like, okay, this move does it, but that's usually like a combo video. But you know what I mean?
That's
like,
actually faster than that. Holy crap.
I mean, I did 4-4B. That move's hella slow.
I didn't realize it was that slow. But yeah, that would also be awesome.
Yeah, just like be granular as fuck. Like it's fine, because in the end, like the people who are going to be like downplaying that, one of the most interesting tales that I've seen is like from Brian F's rise to like meteoric fame when it comes to the FGC. Was that he has haters regardless. And like they will say the most nonsensical stuff. You turn that into content, ironically, because it's so banal and insane that it's like, oh my god. Like somebody said this is funny, right? It's like a scrub code effect.
Yeah.
But yeah, negative feedback is one of the I think one of the core fears that many content creators in the SC6 space have. And it's like, yeah, it's okay to feel that way, but understand that like every other game goes through this. 1, 2, it's you can actually spin it in a fun way, and yeah, there's really no reason to worry about it. So like, but the goal should always be make it more accessible, because our their game's problem, it has been accessibility since day one, and we'll never stop being that.
Kajur, even less than that. Do it in under a minute.
Yeah, do it under a minute. Yeah, no, do it. Just do it. No, I guarantee you, it will work. Like it will not. You're not gonna make it.
I'm serious. It's possible. It's possible. Trust me. Like I already have ideas. Like if I can, once I actually do it, I'll show you. Like, because I'm going to do it. Like it's going to happen. I already have it.
Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
Oh no. I'm just going on. Like I'm really going to get it done. Like it's probably going to happen sometime this week. Like I'll at least get it like recorded. like all the stuff done for it, but it's literally possible to do it into the whole little TikTok like 1 minute things.
Yeah, no, you should do it because like here's this. So here's the thing about clickbait titles, right? You might think they're annoying. They are, but only if you waste that person's time. If you don't waste their time, they care less. They don't care. They don't care.
How much longer will I stream? Probably like 2 more hours, because I usually stream till 4. Except for tomorrow and Friday, because just pretty much stuff's going to be happening earlier. But usually it's 1 to 4. I'll play some games with you whenever KONMAI gets bored. I mean, we could just make this lobby bigger if you just want to join in. Like, we're literally just, like, talking at this point.
I haven't played in, like probably, like, 15 matches.
like,
for sure.
like, if you think that we're, like, even, like, thinking right now, we're not. Like, dude, I'm trying to, like, read.
The single thing. It's pretty amazing. I love it.
I mean, if you guys want, I could just make this lobby bigger after this. Gives me a chance to actually get water, because I still haven't done that.
Oh, you still haven't got water?
No, dude. I mean, if you're like alright with like pretty much just like nobody really thinking right now, if you're not wanting to take this seriously, then by all means you can join. Like, I'm not even tripping right now. I wasn't planning this, but this just happened. That's usually how my streams are now.
Blacklist them? Interesting. I wouldn't worry about Bamco's legal team. They don't seem to care that much.
Yeah, they're not Nintendo, so.
Yeah.
That was supposed to be 6 PB. Oh, you
get the fuck out of here. Yeah, get out of here. Get out of here, buddy. Get out of here.
Oh, god damn it. Okay, I should have known that better. Okay, so let me make this lobby bigger. Oh, wait, no, never mind. I just forgot. I'm still alive.
Yeah, we're not dead yet, bro. I haven't saved his power dude yet. Yeah. Okay, I gotta stop moving. Okay, I gotta stop moving. I said...
Stop crouching, too.
Buddy. Alright. Just gonna keep blocking. I moved.
See? This is how you keep pressure on people with Soul Charge Killing. It seems dumb, but it works.
I mean, I'm not responding to it. Like, Ramon could come and yell at me later. Okay, I gotta stop taking stupid big risks. I just gotta chill. I'm
4 people is too long for me. I mean, 4 is probably like the magic number, to be honest, but I don't know. It's either I make it like big or I like you son of a bitch.
How did I have to block that?
Oh my god. No.
Alright. Let's make it bigger. And engorge the lobby.
Okay, so how am I making this? I'm gonna make this 4 or 5. I like fighting Asta. Asta's not bad. But I'm also fucking Keelik, which can like hit him with multiple hits constantly.
You don't do lobbies. Do you do podcasts? Because, I mean, hell, I could just sit here and...
Actually, Silo, do I have you added on Steam?
But yeah, like, what was I talking about? Oh yeah, so my bite-sized content. Yeah, like just, like that's actually the sauce. Because like, as long as it's something that makes like, that isn't like, how to reversal edge or
yeah, Silo.
How to like...
What's your Steam? I mean, are you serious? Or did you want to play or no? Because if not, then I could just...
Nice connection is functional.
Because if not, I guess I could get Emily if she still wants to. I mean, yeah, there's going to be a little sitting, of course, but it's still Calver lobbies. Can't really do much about that.
Let me skip, because I've been here all day.
Aw, damn it.
There you go.
That's going to be my escape to get water.
That's fine. I'll just re-chat. But yeah, it's like a...
Okay, I'll play Kajur first before I do that.
No, don't get your water. God.
No, I'm doing both.
Played
See,
it.
I got time. I got 30 seconds.
All right. Yeah. All right. He's getting water. So mods are asleep. Post ponies. Yeah, I mean, like, we should do that. Just, like, sit around and talk about the game. Because, like, honestly, even if it doesn't lead to anything, I don't care. Because it's like, we're at that stage where that's all we got. We don't really have anything more.
Okay, there we go. I have water this time.
This game gives me angry issues.
This face is
Give me both.
disgusting. I just want you to know that, Kajur.
See, this is why he's just trying to make us rally to his cause. Although this is not a cast, dude. I don't know, man.
Oh no, it's not. This is just mods and stuff.
Giving Bod Caliber down was a mistake.
Oh wait, fuck. I should stay ducky. Why did I do that? Oh fuck.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Nope. My back.
Yeah, let me scroll up. Let's see what we've got.
This game gives me anger issues. Ask Abyss. Oh yeah. It's why I don't get super toxic either. I actually like avoid being like super competitive toxic with Emily because I know if I do that, it's going to be like going from like an hour session of playing Soul Calibur to like maybe 15 minutes because I do like some really toxic shit sometimes.
Let's see. So Father Mo is trying to merge the beginner and intermediate communities. Yeah, that'd be nice. Because I'm basically a baby at this game.
Yeah, I mean, hell, even the YouTubers were kind of like getting on here. Speaking of like beginners and intermediate. Oh my god, I can't even say words now.
Yeah, there's an entire like literally we have the players. We definitely have the players to make this game get bigger. It's just there's this gap. It's hard to like figure out this game.
Oh my god, I'm dumb.
Like it's weird, but YouTube is kind of like this vector to make a game feel more active than it actually might otherwise be.
Oh, there's that spicy damage.
Wow, holy shit. Holy god. But yeah, like, it's really important to get that out there.
Got him.
Because, like, I think with any fighting game, like, the faster you, like, it's a race not to, like, get somebody better, but really to stop somebody from quitting, right? That's really what I think about fighting game content as. Not like, I'm not trying to, like, when I see successful content, yeah, it's guys behind this idea that, oh yeah, they're teaching me how to get better. But really what it ends up doing more than anything, it's not necessarily improving that player, but really just getting them out of their own headspace so that they can actually improve at the damn game to begin with. Did you GI that? Oh my god. Oh, okay, never mind. Oh. Got me excited.
Oh fuck, I'm dumb. God damn it, I could have broke that guard. That fucking guard is my Kajur. Give me that fucking guard.
There it is. Just get scaled down to nothing though.
No, he's dead.
Oh wow. Oh,
I know what I'm doing.
Who else is going to Summer Jam, by the way? I know you're not, but I know chat.
Yeah.
I think
I'm hoping
is and...
that I can go to the other one that's in December. GG's Kajur. Was it NEC?
Oh yeah, definitely go to NEC.
I want to go to NEC.
I'm worried I might not have the PTO for it, to be honest.
I mean, I'm going to be starting a new job here next month since EDD is going to finally dry up.
Oh no.
Because, you know, our country doesn't really give a shit about everybody, so.
Yeah. Nelly's going. Well, I'll see you there. Because I don't know. Honestly, I don't even know what to do. I'm just going to bring a camera and just, like, talk to people. Be like, so what does it feel like playing this game right now?
Also, just to answer your question, Emily, the reason it heals us or heals Killick is because they decided that Killick deserves to get healed for all his thrust moves.
Yeah, they wanted to give him this vampire vibe. Because they're like, dude, Killick sucks. They're like, yes, literally.
No, he just penetrates people for health.
Hot.
Also, just say, like, in his little, like, thing about that, fun thing, since I already went down this fucking rabbit hole. So, his whole soul charge thing also is, like, it happens when he's excited. I'm just going to leave that there. You guys do what you want with that.
Man, so you're telling me that being malfested is really you're just horny? Is that really what's going on?
With Killick, apparently, yes.
Damn. Shaolin!
I mean, it explains why his thrust moves are strong.
That really puts that line into a whole new perspective, I think. No meter for you, buddy.
It's fine.
Ah! I'm not careful. Oh, I thought I could GI with that. I got cute. No!
I probably could have got more there.
Okay,
I'll add you in a second, Silo.
Yeah! Yeah, cause like, I'm trying to think. No, I'm not thinking. I'm just gonna play. What the fuck? I have time to talk later. I do want to talk though. I never want to shut the fuck up.
That's fine. I mean, you're a commentator, so it makes sense that you're
I
going
know,
to
right?
talk.
Lamel.
No. Nope.
Oh no!
True horrors would be Tira with Astus face. Don't give Kajur ideas, please. We don't need that in our lives. I already seemed like enough horrors in like Kajur's Discord to like last a lifetime when it comes to casts like that.
Oh man. They should just add that to the game. I don't know why they don't.
Okay,
they need more curse shit in this game.
I mean, it definitely works. Hold on, Kajur. Hold on. Let me get Silo in here. Never. Listen here, you little shit. Okay. Let's go. There we go.
I'm trying to think of who else is going to Summer Jam.
I think didn't Zeph say he's going? I know for sure.
No, Zeph is not going.
Oh,
he's going to be at NEC.
Oh, NEC. Okay.
Yeah, because he just.
Oh wait,
he just moved.
Ranhel's going to be at Summer Jam because he was asking.
Yeah, I know
for
because
rooms.
I'm in his.
Oh, you're
Airbnb.
there. Okay.
Yeah, I'm like literally. So like I'm the only other West Coaster in his Airbnb. No, wait, no, never mind. I lied. Florida Man's gonna be there too. And then I think Legit is rooming with us.
Yeah, because
so I get to finally meet the legend.
I told him that for NEC, if he's doing that, I'll probably join in on that. But for Summer Jam, yeah, I had to turn him down.
Yeah, and honestly, I just wanted to do Summer Jam because I haven't done it yet. I went to NEC before, and it's worth it. It's the one Soul Calibur Super Major, and it's like it gives me confidence that this game will be sick no matter what, because like it's so easy to realize that like this game is freaking amazing and competitive. Like it sells itself. It really does. There's nothing. The character variety is too good. The crowd's insane. Yeah, that was before the little event over at the what is it? Was it Evo? It was the thing that Jobin managed to get together. Basically, we stole a time slot from Street Fighter to get on stream, and we got it. That
was my plan. This Killick is cringe. Listen,
that was a good time. It was so good. Like, but yeah, this game, it just needs. It's weird. We just need the stuff that, because like basically the baseline of this most fighting game community sort of expects like a certain level of presentation baseline now. And unfortunately, that's just bigger than our wallets. But once it, like, that's why it was so important for the, the World Tour to kind of pan out, because Yeah, it just would have really made it obvious that this game is actually sick as hell.
God damn
But
it.
you know,
I should have just went with the freaking 6B plus K.
oh, you should have kept spinning. Yeah, I agree.
No, it was the thrust, because then he would have got hit by that while he was crouched or tech crouched. Ah, no. No,
Yeah, it's like,
I've evolved from that Kajur.
have you?
No, but I've won a lot.
Not in tournament.
There's some people I know I can still get in tournament, but everybody's kind of made it clear that I can't do it anymore.
It's kind of funny because I think that on my end, I actually think the dojo stuff is actually a bad sign. Not because like I think it's bad in terms of like, oh, we're getting it, but that Bamco is kind of finding out that it's mostly me, Papa, Kajur, and NLBC
And Boominati
that
at times too.
is really pushing it. You know what I mean? Like, and like, that's not enough for them, I think, to invest in because yeah, it's just because we don't have the rest of the backbone.
I mean, if they did it like a few months ago when we had like Rowdy Fighters and like everything else going, I think it would have been a much better time to like throw all that out. But
yeah,
I think
because we had
they
like
threw this at a
5
bad
different locals.
time.
Yeah, EU too. Well, like Japan is really like dropping the ball on it because they don't actually, and they haven't made any events for it, so it's like kind of a problem. So it's like that's the kind of stuff that I'm worried about. Like they're gonna look at it and be like, oh no, it's better than we thought.
Didn't Bamco also like take away like what was it, Korea I think too, right? Like they just like completely just like threw them like out. It
Well,
was
it's not
just
that
like
they threw them
Japan.
out. They just didn't make them a region. Because like
Yeah, I mean
again,
like region-wise, yeah.
YouTube engagement is the biggest indicator of whether or not you got a region. I know this because how do you think? Like the reason why we got it is because Kajur and Big Papa Chunk's YouTube channel started getting kind of like at least on the discoverable. So like, yeah, that's it. And unfortunately, Ameka's channel isn't big enough to really drive it. So yeah, because like the VODs are there. Ameka did a lot of good work, but yeah, it's not enough because his VOD's got like only a handful of views.
Yeah, his battle's still going, but that's pretty much just like there's just certain regions that aren't getting points. Yeah.
Yeah. It's like we'll see how it happens after it. I'm not like giving up obviously because like I get to complain about it because I'm doing it right. Like I'm part of this active thing, but like I understand if they're like we gave you a try, you know, kind of thing. You know, like it comes down to that.
I mean, same thing for me. Like, to be honest, this is like one of the first communities I've actually like stuck around to for like more than like a year. So like, it's definitely been nice to actually enjoy all this stuff. Plus, you know, I've already stuck this far for like tournaments and stuff, and actually like trying to like fucking get far in it. I don't think I'm gonna be like bailing on this like until it's like dead.
Yeah, and I don't think it'll die because like honestly, we're still just trying to play the game, and
yeah,
I'm honestly always trying to get better, which is a curse for many people because it's the reason why I don't really make content because I'm really self-conscious about like saying the wrong thing because I have a lot of wrong ideas about the game for sure. Like how to improve or even just like the mindset because like the truth of the matter in this game is that the more you intellectualize it, the worse you are at the game, like without question, right? I'm trying to do fancy things, I'm going to die. And like the more I think about doing those things, the more you lose in this game because if you don't have momentum and you throw away your momentum consistently, you just suck. That's it. Like that's probably the hardest thing to communicate in this game is that like there's this like almost like intangible force that allows you to keep mashing.
Yeah. I mean, some characters are definitely enforced on that though. Like there's some that aren't as much. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Like for example, like Killick technically you can actually do like aggro and just mash buttons. Like he has the frame data to do it. Like sure it's not like I'm plus on everything, but you can enforce like just mashing with Killick. Same with Yoshi. I mean, kinda. Like Well, I guess you could probably say more on that one, KONMAI, if I'm right or wrong on that. But like Yoshi can like just mash and be still like good. Alright, did I lose KONMAI?
I'm here. No.
Oh.
I'm sorry. I read a tweet.
Oh.
It had the word shit in it, so I was like, oh. Oh, nice.
Okay, how to distract KONMAI? Just have something that says shit, and then it'll be
Yeah, it's like
distracted.
flash the word shit really brightly.
I played Soul Cover 5 casually and met a bunch of people because of Guild.
Yep. Nope.
I wish
I'm telling you,
wish I got
Guild
to
was the backbone of this freaking game. He really was.
I never got to really talk to him at all. I only went to like one tournament. He like ran and that was it.
Guild is the way you do lobbies. That's it. Like I'm telling you, like Guild just played anybody, everybody, and yeah.
Also, Nelly, it was KONMAI who was talking earlier about all that.
You think quickly so you can process shit fast? Yeah. I don't know, like, it's just like, this game is hard to think in. And I also play a character that either you turn off all your brain cells or you lose. Because the game's mechanics, the character's mechanics literally force you to, like, just, you can't pick 2/3 of your moves because they all suck at a certain point in time.
Pretty big motivator too. I actually met him very early on. He was
he used to suck, which is great because that's actually the best part is that he ascended through pure like just osmosis. Like he just sat around, got his ass beat by Zephyrkai for like ages, right? And that's just it's like that's the way you actually do get good at fighting games. There's no secret trick. What he did the normal path, the path of the righteous, And it's just like players like me who don't, I'm worse because of that, right? It's like that's the kind of stuff that, like, I honestly, I just got to make a video kind of like. That's the thing. That's actually one of the things that would be really cool to capture in a video, is if you stalked like 3 players who were like all had their different methodologies, or just even two players who have different methodologies about this game. Like one is like the really brainy one, and one is just like the suck it up play, just keep playing methodology.
I mean like the 3, or what is it, that freaking triangle that freaking the FGC has, like the heart player, the like frame player, I forgot what it was, but like the whole like one just like instinct, one by like frame data. I forgot what the other one was. I forgot what the fuck it was called, but I remember that old thing. Like having something like that probably would, like that.
Yeah,
right?
like, yeah, maybe. I don't know. If you talked to KONMAI before COVID, I would say I would have gave you an answer. But now that I'm 100% certain that I have absolutely no idea what I'm talking about when it comes to this game, no. I
mean, you had a good idea there. I was just like trying to confirm like what you meant, like pretty much like having somebody who's like pretty much knows frames pretty well, like who's just like a frame monster, and like one who's just like all instinct, like Thermidor, I guess would be an example for that.
I think it goes a little bit deeper than that in terms of like, if you over intellectualize in this game,
yeah,
like the very cycle of how players chastise themselves is the baseline is a really good indicator, in my opinion, of whether or not I think that player is going to be good or not, and whether or not they can actually handle mental situations. Which is, Caliber is that game, right? Like this game execution wise isn't that hard, but the decision making layer is like crazy. Like there's like everything's a 50-50. And yeah, it's just like
Therm thinks don't let him fool you. I don't know. You guys always used to say that he doesn't think. That's why I probably have that whole thought of Thermidor. Oh my god. Every time I stream, I swear, Thermidor is like that.
Yeah, Therm thinks. Yeah, no, he just. It's not just. He thinks.
I can't believe that worked.
With like a. Like it's funny because it's almost like he's thinking about the situations that almost like. Well, I said this in commentary before, he's the most opportunistic Nightmare I think I've ever seen. He just knows when it's a good time to do something kind of dumb. And that's what makes it even better, because the over-intellectual player will shit themselves because they'll be like so mad that they got hit by it. Also, who joined? Hello. Oh, hi, Silo.
Hey. Hi.
Oh, hey there. Welcome.
I figured I was in the lobby, so I figured I'd just join.
me turn you up.
I apologize.
No, you're good. I'm deaf.
No.
But yeah, like, that's a kind of.
I mean, if you want to join Emily, I can make it 5.
Well, no, she doesn't like lobbies, so you would have to go do the side lobby thing. Like what I do at like Nino streams. Right?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that's how this works.
Yeah, well, unlike him with that, I'm not trying to copy all that.
Well, it just doesn't. But yeah, like, yeah, the mindset of like, and I actually, Ramona's right when he says, trying to find somebody who really wants to learn the game is very difficult. Because like, I'll be honest, I'm one of those players who, in a lot of, like I say I want to learn, but my behavior doesn't reflect that learning state at all. Because I'm like really stubborn. Like there are just some mechanics I want to force through. Like I remember I was actually rewatching the VOD when I ran into him ranked on accident, and like he said something really insightful about like how Western players like to do really weird wake up stuff. We don't like to just wake up and block. And when he said that, I remember specifically in my head, I was screaming in my own brain, I shouldn't guard here because I don't trust this guard thing, so I'm going to do something weird, right? That is indicative of not learning, because in order to learn, you really kind of have to be tabula rasa, especially in a fighting game, because you're not writing a critical thinking essay. You are doing an action. You don't have time to think. You have to, especially with like our connection at the time, like where it was kind of stuttery, I either hold guard or I'm not holding guard. The end. That's it. End of story. So if I have another thought in my damn brain that is contrary to that, then I'm not learning. That's it.
Ah, fuck. Damn it. I fucked up. If only I got the B after the 2A, I would have been fine. It would have been death. Fuck.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah, but yeah, I really want to learn. I do. But it takes a, like, I'm an old head. That's the problem. It's like I'm an old head in a new game that, but I'm also an old head that isn't any good at any fighting games. I never played any game competitively before this. So it's just
you
like,
can blame Manta for that, Ramon. That's kind of how I kind of got the way I am. It's because of freaking Manta.
it's honestly for Aswell, I blame Blue because 8A was looking pretty good. Also, blocking on wake up to me has been conditioned out of me pretty hard.
Oh my gosh.
A lot of the
I forgot how loud that is. Oh my gosh.
a lot of players from
thanks Risloss for the raid.
like,
I
online
hope I'm
content.
saying your name right. Also, thanks Blurring M for the follow. Also, NorCal for our side, we also have like a ton of 2Bs and like Astroth, so it's either like with Astroth you want to mash, so that's what we have to deal with, and then there's also 2B, which, well, if you let her do anything, then yeah, you're pretty much dead. When it comes to the whole mashing and stuff. Also, thanks Riz for the follow. I'm glad I was able to help you with 2v matchup. Yeah, having TJ and Hooligans like fight me was not working, even though they're from my level 2.
Oops. I thought I jumped. Weird. Yeah, it's like this, like I'm getting set played right now by Cager, which is fine. But like that, like I just can't. I don't know how to deal with it. I don't have a good way to break it down because the baseline.
Oh, nice.
I don't trust blocking at all.
Yeah, thanks, man, and have a good rest of the day. It's going to deal with a lot of small things we think about. Hooligans is good. TJ, I have no opinion of. I'm not a fan of him.
I'm not a fan.
Yeah,
that's an opinion.
I mean, I'm just reading. Listen.
Alright, let's go. Let's run it back.
Yeah, Hooligans.
I just wish I had
Hooligans
internet,
is
to be
amazing.
honest.
Freaking, speaking of people to miss, like Hooligans is just like not around anymore for like any of that stuff right now.
Can I do the opinion test? I wonder. You know, I want like.
No, opinion would be specified.
Okay, listen. This doesn't pass the TJ test. If I sent this to TJ, well, he blocked me. Never mind. But like, if I somehow got Papa Chunk to pass that to TJ, he would not. That's not an opinion. I say this because think of it this way. Actually, you know what, Emily? That is secretly one of the funniest trolls. You just made something. You just said something really funny. I just thought about it. By you omitting TJ with a smiley face and everything, it's like you didn't put him on the list, and we all know what happened with that. One of the great tragedies, unfortunately, in the community, because like I do actually think that TJ really does mean well. It's just, goddamn, sometimes that guy's Twitter is like explosive. Like, he just finds ways to say.
You mean like the rest of
also,
the
why is remote on the screen?
Listen.
I made this for when I made the Pocky check. Come on.
Somehow we had to bring remote into the actual stream itself, besides just chat, I guess.
This my character sucks. Oh shit. Well.
Oh, I fucked that.
Oos. Oos.
Yeah, Silo is playing you as a character right now, Ramon.
Yeah.
He knows I have this character. He knows I've shown him this before. It's real. He's fighting this all kind of mistakes. Oh, I need to stop grabbing as a punish.
Oh yeah. I mean, I don't know. One day I'll learn. Like, I'm at this point where it's like, I have a pretty specific goal. One day it'll just get in my hands. Because right now I just autopilot like a million things, and I'm aware of them, but I don't have the skill set to change out of it yet.
If he means well, he should be nicer. Yeah. I mean, technically, yeah, that is the way to go, but not everybody really does that.
It's like asking me to not mash movement all the time for no reason. One day I will. Yeah,
okay, well,
true.
I hate my own voice with a passion, but I'll join the Discord for a tiny bit. I mean,
so when you
more than welcome to. Hold on, let me.
Not proactive enough. Well, okay, so like, what do you do then to not
autocorrect, please? Autocorrect, please.
Discordant.
Well, I don't know.
Because doing nothing is also an action, right? So if I commit to not doing nothing, I don't know. I guess like from what I can tell is that I can't figure out when to press and when not to press at all. Small steps.
Welcome to the stage of history.
So like, okay, give me something to do, and I'll try to do it, and then I'll try to not talk through it, but like, you'll see how it doesn't manifest. Because I've noticed this.
I'll get
like,
good.
Play the game slower. Okay. Yeah, hit me with it. Hit me with it. I'm gonna do it right now. Not to like challenge it, but literally, I just want to see what happens. I'm waiting for his thing. Play with the limited moveset. Okay. Okay, limited moveset is gonna be AA, B4. We'll go with that. AA, B4 for now. Okay, good low
My
throw
soul power
pokes.
crash.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Well, I guess that's it for now. Oh, all right. Well, all good, Spear. Emily, do you want to end then? Okay.
Okay, low throw pokes. Okay, so 6B, muscle buster, and the throw. Okay.
Oh, God.
And 3A. Just play neutral. Okay.
I won't be on.
So I
super
shouldn't
long.
go for muscle buster then, because that's not neutral. Because that's literally run up mix up. So I need it. That's the thing about this character. He doesn't actually have a good low poke at least. Doesn't have. It's like I have to rely on throws a lot.
I mean, mine aren't any better though.
Actually, okay, so I have an idea. I think I got it.
Then you have the move you kept hitting with. Yeah, Axlo and the other move you were hitting me with.
Yeah, Axlo not as a mix-up, but as a way to space somebody out.
Yeah.
So, like when I see him move in.
It's got some deceptive range.
Yeah. That and it'll get what I want. Oh.
Oh, what the hell? That was not what I did.
Is that punishable?
No.
He's
He's one of the
I wasn't
ones
even
that doesn't
sorry,
have
I'm
a punishable. Oh my god. Listen, Method, I didn't say that they aren't better than Aswell's. I'm saying that they're not that great either. Like, compared to, like, a lot of other characters' lows, his are really slow, too. Like, they're not, like, amazing.
That was an unfortunate clash.
Oh, yeah.
That was really unfortunate. I mean, okay, so I learned something from that,
But
which
also,
is
hi, Mathlete.
you can use Muscle Buster as an anti-engage tool, which is probably its best use case, rather than using it as a hard 50-50 until you can get people to freak out.
Yeah, Killick
But yeah.
CE is safe on block.
Pick another character to learn neutral. I mean, like, I think I understand how neutral is supposed to function.
I got you, Emily. Don't worry.
Yeah, sorry, I'm waiting.
I'd be stubborn about it, but
Okay, Emily, you do not need to start singing freaking NSYNC songs in my freaking Steam to get me to freaking message or invite you.
you are my fire.
No, come on! You think he's gonna take DMCA? Bro, they would. They would. Like, not even. They would.
It's okay, it's less than 3 seconds or 5 seconds. I think that's the rule, right, for DMCA?
That's still dangerous. What character do I use? No, I'll do a Mitsu.
So, but yeah, okay. I'll try to play with a limited moveset, see where it goes. Cause like,
Where is my Mitsu?
this is the
Oh,
thing.
no.
Like,
There.
teaching somebody to do this, I think is like without being present is the hardest part actually. Cause I can imagine this working if there's a feedback loop of like, okay, you're getting frustrated, but here's how you use this tool to get somebody to achieve what you want to achieve, right? But
Yeah.
independent of that, I think sort of, especially at a beginner level, because I'm literally trying to take beginner's mind with this, which is like, like I'm not necessarily curious, but I'm definitely like I'm just gonna get frustrated, right? Like it's inevitable. So, what are the granular steps in between that point where you're like, okay, I'm using this small skill set, now what?
I just wanted to be faster.
Shit, I'd be down to host some Soul Calibur podcast shit.
I mean,
Maybe we
just
can-
like a VOD.
I mean, shit, we could probably do. Well, I'm just reading chat from Kajur, but yeah, like we could probably do that. Like, I'm sure like anybody could host one for it. Was it actually?
Yeah,
wasn't
hell,
there
I
supposed to
could
be
host
one?
one.
Wasn't there like I know there was like the Florida podcast, but I mean I remember somebody else saying they were going
God,
to.
double.
Well, Bibulus had his like at the beginning. That was a long time ago. Incorporate whip punishes and optimal block punishes is the next step. But okay, so
Damn it. Yeah.
I guess yeah, I'm not at that step then because I lost to like 2 whiffs. I guess like it's not supposed to be reflective in the round, but like that's the thing. Like the way I'm seeing this is like I can imagine somebody listening to that advice and then going into a round like that and just getting cooked and being like, well, this doesn't work. So the question is, what's gonna keep me there into that mindset? What am I actually looking for? Is it winning? What like is it because I'm slowing my opponent down?
Ah shit.
Is it?
Fuck.
It's okay, I messed the punish on.
No, I just didn't want you
Oh.
like in my face. I know what happens to Soul Charge Mitsurugi in my face.
Oh, good, because I only know one move.
Yeah, you're not looking to win. Okay, so what am I looking for? You're just looking to keep up that focus. Oh, so you're just the exercise is to just keep playing with those tools.
Oh yeah, I
And
know
the
you're on
time-
it, Nelly.
Okay.
I
There
actually
we go.
watched that
That's
one.
a secret. Okay, so it's about time.
Oh, I didn't do that.
Here, we'll go with this.
Time to save the human race.
Okay. There we go. That was the sauce. Okay. That does
That
make a
makes
lot of
sense.
sense. So you sort of transition it to like a drill Like, how many rounds can I go with playing this thing before I go crazy? Like, playing this with this limited tool set. So, I'm gonna try with AA. Actually, well, let's
Oh god.
try that. Alright, I got it. Because I think sword is a little bit more normal. Because even if this is a solo...
Oh, you know what? I should have got a wall splat. Damn it.
I think maybe you can't actually do it with as well now I think about it. Like, in the sense that you have to pick, like, 3 pokes or lows or whatever out of the 3 sets. You just can't stay in one weapon, though. Like, it's just not possible. I think. Maybe it is. I don't know.
Couldn't you just
What's
do
your
that
thought?
for,
Like, can? Okay,
here?
so I'll try to stand sword.
I feel like you're handicapping yourself with as well.
Well, yeah, the
specifically.
idea, I'm definitely handicapping myself. Like, that's not the question, for sure. But the question is whether or not it can form a complete game plan that they can't force it.
Oh my god. Okay, you know what?
I mean, it's working.
Oh my god. God damn it.
You don't have to keep backing it with just showing that you don't want to block. Okay, interesting. Oh, I just blocked up.
Okay, you know what? Two can play at this.
I don't want to block, you're right. Because I can't block, I don't really block low well. It's definitely a thing. Oops. Oh no.
Yep.
You know, he's got the yep before he did it.
I
Gotcha.
autopiloted the backstepping.
Yep.
Battle 3.
Gotta
Okay,
do
so
less
I gotta
autopilot too.
get more confident in blocking.
Don't forget you can also jump as well. Jumping is an option against those. That's if you can get
That's true, I
those.
can't say more. But I don't know. It is a good bid. I'm not sure if it's poke though, it's like an anti-pressure tool. Yeah.
To reach my goal. Fight.
Oops. Yeah, I don't block. I don't block. I just try to do fancy stupid shit and wake up. Okay, so.
Oh no.
Oh man. Oh, I ducked. Oh, whatever. Yeah.
That's all good. I mean, you're definitely making me work a little bit more.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, hey there, Dea.
I'm not seeing how this all comes together just yet, but mostly the throw part because Azul's tools are all really long. So, like, I know hypothetically what's supposed to happen is, like, I block, I start checking with AA. If they don't, so I could discourage them from sidestepping, right? And then the next step should be that they freeze up and I can run up and throw them to break up their guard because they don't feel like it's okay to just like move around or press buttons.
Imagine Larry in the first 5 minutes going, I don't know, it doesn't work.
Well, no. I get it, but like, this is what you're going to be dealing with, Ramon. Like, I get it. I'm looking at this from the perspective of like, okay, how,
Oh god.
like, how do you instill that feeling of that the progress even is remotely gradual because of the game state being so volatile, right?
Oh god.
Like, I'm just trying to find the little small things, to
it's
clean
okay,
out,
Lena.
okay,
Yeah,
What
there's
part-
everybody here today.
that you could say this, like, but you did this, to deny the fact that I am saying, oh yeah, like I'm giving up in 5 minutes.
Oh god.
Because at some point you have to tell somebody that, right? Or that person has to come to that conclusion past the 5-minute point, the 30-minute point, the 1 hour point, the 2-day point, right?
Okay, good.
That's what I don't see yet.
Oh god.
Yeah, like, that's what I'm trying to figure out. Okay, why was it harder? Why?
I was having to chase you, that's why.
Okay, you having to chase me.
You know, the chase tempo is different. More time the opponent has to think about whether or not.
Yeah.
You.
Oh, what the fuck was that? I just died from confusion right there.
Yeah, you had some more Janper. Well, more Janper. Yeah.
So what does that? So like, I guess that's the thing. What does that look like, right? Because like that's what I mean. Like, if you could turn that into like a visual form, and show somebody in a video, this is what looks different. Then suddenly you have the golden video, right? I think.
Yeah, like remember Ramon just said? Yeah, that was exactly what happened. Actually, I straight up said, yeah, I'm going to do this now. Because you kept on freaking backing up, so I had to like poke you low and all that stuff.
Yeah, I'm not disagreeing. I literally know this is working. I see it working. I'm not even trying to argue. I'm just saying what's coming to my brain as someone who's kind of gone through because like I've gone through this process. I just haven't got to that point where I can stop like actual pressure, but I can't slow people down.
I think part of it's still.
But I keep seeing this from the perspective of somebody who's like, oh man, like just super like down on themselves. And thinking, how do I reach that person?
I think that's the main problem right there. I mean, that's kind of what I go through. Like, well, I shouldn't say I go through that, but like, I pretty much just, I don't even worry about like how good somebody else is. I just do my thing and try to like just go as like do what I want to do. Like, I'm not worried about, oh man, this person's so much better than me. It's just, oh, okay, what is it that's like getting me my ass beat right now? Like, okay, like for Zeph, like, oh, I can't be aggressive like I am with like, say, like you or who else do I usually have to fight that's aggressive? Aaron Stone, there we go. So like Aaron Stone, I have to play very aggressive.
Aaron.
But then like when I go to like Zeph, it's like, okay, I can't do that same strategy. Like, I pretty much just have to have like a different like plan for like different styles and stuff. And like if something's not working, then I'm just like, okay, I just gotta change this up. Like I don't worry about, oh man, this guy's kicking my ass. Like, okay, what can I do to change that situation?
So that's what I mean. Like actually, that's what's important about this is because like, what are the outcomes of playing Salt? Well, actually no. The thing that really got me was just like, yeah, what do certain things that players do convey? Because like the one that helped me decouple moving was that like it's like you're saying, hey, I'm doing one thing, but you're actually communicating a different thing, right? Because like when I move, I'm thinking, oh yeah, I'm being like evasive, and that's what most people I would imagine think, especially with like characters who have good movement. Yeah. But what it does say is like, oh yeah, I'm afraid to block, which is completely the right analysis, right? That's the kind of stuff that I like. I love. I get like excited about because it's like that's the stuff that decouples trust within people's own ego.
Oh, there you go.
I'm sorry, I was focusing.
Oh no, don't worry. We're helping KONMAI out right now.
I'm trying to help everybody. I'm like nobody wants to be the person I am right now. I guarantee you. Like no, everybody hates to be the idiot.
I mean, everybody starts off like that too.
Like, talking back to the teacher. It's like, but it's like we gotta talk about this because.
Oh god, I'm gonna get by the art.
I've been watching a lot of vids and I'm like, yeah, you know what? It ain't doing it for me.
Well, everybody's way of learning is different too. Like, I mean, I've learned that so many ways. Like, everybody learns differently. Like, some people, well, pretty much like how school puts it. Like, oh, some people are visual learners. Some people learn from just like reading stuff. Like,
yeah.
And then some people just learn from like verbal. Like,
good shit, Emmy.
Yeah, I know mine's a stubbornness issue because I've been taught by both coasts on how to play this game, and I have not produced any results. So it's like, Like I know it's not just like a secret.
Of history.
There's no secret sauce. There's something fundamental, like kind of goofy about the way I approach things.
I mean,
And
honestly,
yeah,
for you, I think it's all just more in your head than anything. Like your mental state of just like I'm bad. Like you constantly say that.
That's for sure true. Yeah, I'm definitely like way in my own head. Like I definitely got into this game the wrong way. For
Like
sure.
honestly, when you're actually like focused and like. Usually when I piss you off is when you play like the best. I'm gonna be real with you. Like every time you get really pissed off is when you play really well, and I think it's because you're like really focused at that point.
I'm moving again. That's chill.
Apologies if the connection was less than good. I'm UK based.
Yeah.
I mean, so far your connection's pretty good. Like at least for me. I don't know for Emily, but yeah.
I'm glad. I worry about that shit so much.
You're like one of the few
autopiloted.
people I can play from Europe.
Yeah.
I think yeah, it's like you and Yang also. Like her connection's like amazing.
Yang and Peekabee?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, she's got a good connection. I miss playing with her.
When do I
Trying to
play
stick
the
to my
best?
principles. Is
I don't know,
AAV,
cause you know I don't like I to be honest I haven't really watched your streams enough to like hear how you act, like actually hear you and stuff like all that stuff. So I can't say.
Oh, I gotta stop moving after
It's just that I play KONMAI enough that I kind of just know some of that.
Yeah. Like we play a lot. Like like a lot.
Yeah.
Like I think I actually play more Abyss than anybody else. When I think about it. I am not. Yeah, I'm trying to think of okay, what is happening when blocking becomes a thing in my brain, right? Like, because I don't trust it. I definitely don't trust it.
Yeah, because you know, here's the difference. When I'm playing KONMAI, I usually am talking to him on voice chat too. So like, I'm also hearing him like bitch at times about like me doing stupid shit, or like him getting into his own head. Like it's harder to like really tell somebody like what their problem is, like with just online and stuff. Like unless you're like in a voice chat with them constantly, it's really hard to just like tell somebody, oh yeah, this is what exactly is the problem and all that, or like all that stuff. I don't know. That's just me, but like if I actually can hear and all that stuff and see, then yeah, I could probably tell you, but. Also, I'm not the best coach. Like, I'm always going to say that. Like, I'm not the best teacher for, like, a lot of this stuff. Like, I could try to say stuff, but I'm not the best at this. Like, people like Ramon or Boom and all that would definitely be the better people to tell you all that. Most of the time it's you mash too much or you gotta clean up your inputs. Yeah, but that's even then I feel like that's kind of vague to say to people too, because like there could be more than just that. Like
I've had 3 years of that. That doesn't work. You have to be much more specific as to, like, as far as I could tell, the secret to teaching people well is like making sure that they understand that like what they're doing isn't giving them the outcome that they want, like at all. Like, and that whatever is telling them, because like usually it's not that they don't. They're like ego will literally be screaming at them, "Don't mash, don't mash, don't mash, don't mash." But at some point, like I feel like your functional part of your brain that actually presses the button has to understand what the outcome is before it actually deviates from.
Imagine using Maxi or Mina. Listen, Maxi is actually pretty good. Also, you know, Mina's also kind of good in her own right.
Yeah.
Yeah, then you get to the why, and that's where it gets weird, because sometimes people press buttons. Like in my case, I press buttons because it feels good. Like it feels like it's a part of something that makes sense. And then and like especially like this late in the game, it's like I'm just used to moving all the time for no reason, for like literally no good reason. It doesn't even get me anything. It just feels good. That's what it gets really hard, I feel.
Oh my gosh.
Because it's like, huh. Yeah, don't attack when people hit you. That's a pretty good one.
Gosh, I'm being so predictable. Listen, just because people put things on their tier list as bottom doesn't mean that they're actually like bad.
Especially in this game.
Yeah,
there
for this
really,
game for
truly
sure.
no bad characters in this game. Like,
I mean,
I've been playing a lot of old games. Those games have bad characters. Like not old Calibers, but like old 2D
God,
fighters.
I'm dead.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm dead. Oh no.
Oh,
Nope.
Yeah.
Okay, I got a chance. Ah, yeah.
HP in the
I
game.
threw that chance.
Never mind.
The battle is over.
Yeah, I know. I definitely understand the self-introspection component of it, where it's like. But I'm talking from the context of a YouTube video that is supposed to reach out and puncture the barrier that is this game's seemingly impenetrable like hide.
Welcome to the stage of history.
And like that's the kind of level of thinking that, at least in terms of like what it's supposed to affect in terms of like somebody's like heart, what it kind of pushes towards. Like trust me, I'm not disagreeing. Like I this is not the first time I've heard any of this for sure. But it's weird how it never manifests.
Oh, I'm going to upset Ramon right now. I show him my terrible
now that-
story.
Oh yeah, this is KONMAI, Emily.
Time to save the human race.
KONMAI's in here and Silo's in here.
Hi.
Yeah.
Also, did you know that the walls on this stage move?
Shut the. Okay, get him out of here. All right, Danerai, go back to 14, buddy.
Oh. Oh man. This was not a good idea to choose.
I've moved back too much. I don't know why. It's a weird feeling. I don't know what space I'm trying to create. It's like it's just there. I just do it because it's like fun. It feels cool. Maybe I would like Tekken. Because I feel like you could move almost nonsensically in that game.
Oh yeah.
Oh, no, I got the
why,
doubles.
why you dropped Yoshi?
Why I dropped Yoshi? Actually, because Meatrox told me that my Azul is way better than my Yoshi, and I'm like, yeah, you're not wrong. Also, if you ever wonder why I, as Azul, run into people's faces and die, it's because I played Yoshi too much.
Nice.
Also, that was a punish. I feel good.
Battle 2. Fight.
No, the movement in Tekken is dog shit. I mean,
Well, it is, but it's safe. That's what I'm saying. It was like, oops, is that minus 14?
I mean Tekken's fun in its own right. Like, I enjoy it. Just I can't play competitively. You could also try Nightmare if you enjoy living and dying by the hard reads, or you're just your opponent block punishing you. The thing is with that is I just don't like Nightmare, like in general.
that was really
I
good.
wanted to grab, but didn't want that.
Something about this games online that I really don't like is how you sometimes get hit for moving.
That's part of it's the frames, honestly. Because I thought about that too. The online makes it feel bad, but the game rules are pretty consistent. You just are not allowed to move in a lot of situations.
I mean,
Against
because
somebody who's
you
ready
can
to,
also
like,
argue
press
that
buttons.
you can also argue that with PlayStation Caliber. PlayStation
Yeah.
Caliber is the same fucking deal. Just saying about the rematches. The only reason you get rematches in PC is because everybody pretty much knows everybody and wants to actually learn. That's actually still around at least.
But yeah. I gotta read what Cajur's. He got blown up. I tried to
Oh yeah,
space.
he had
Oh,
like
yeah.
a bunch over. I could just say it to you while you're fighting.
I mashed.
He said, tell them that playing the game is like having a conversation. If you only yell and babble, you don't accomplish much. You have to ask the right questions and say the right response to move a conversation forward. Combat is the
Isn't
same
that
way.
what Boom said?
Basically.
What?
Yeah.
Sounds like. Sorry, I felt like I've heard this before.
Yes, Boom has said the same thing before. I mean, he's not.
Can't A-check
Neither of them are wrong either.
Yeah. I was just like, whoa. Yeah, I gotta stop moving. I keep thinking that like walking back is a little bit safer than it actually is, but it doesn't actually do it.
It's not because of how fucking far Taz can go. Oh, that's me anyway.
Oh, I really do autopilot stepping backwards. This gotta be like.
Yeah,
What a pump.
because Xbox doesn't properly separate connections. Oh yeah. That is also
Oh, I
true
didn't
at this
read
point
about that
for
much.
Xbox Caliber. I tried going back to that too. It's
Nice
mostly laggy people on there too.
That isn't like. Is Ramon screaming at me? No, it isn't. I'm sad.
No, he's probably tired of KONMAI making excuses for himself. But they're hypothetical excuses. I'm not actually trying to say that they're. I'm just saying stuff because it's like this is the kind of things that people say, like directly. Like and yeah,
happens.
it's kind of old hat, but you like I said, like I am one of those guys who over intellectualizes, and for sure it's a bad thing, and I definitely know it. But
Looking forward to this.
yeah, I think in the context of the context is like, hey, I'm just saying, this is what the kind of video that this is the conversation I'm trying to resolve in the video. Like not, but they're definitely right. But I always push back because it's like it's a stupid academic exercise that I shouldn't be doing while playing, especially. What am I doing? I'm supposed to be a sword. I gotta commit to the bit.
Just take your time.
Yeah, you know. You know, it's funny. I'm like, the only reason I just not disagree with that, but my brain just said disagree, and the reason it said that is because it's like, what about COVID? You had all the time in the world to do it in COVID, and I'm like, yeah, that's really unhealthy.
Yeah.
Why do I?
But you gotta give yourself some slack. Like,
Yeah, I know, right? It's
Oh my
crazy.
gosh. Okay, you know what? God damn it.
What? What's happening? Oh wait,
oh, you're taking the time.
I am taking the time.
The punch.
It's kind of funny though, because like, I know one thing that holds me back in this, especially on Asphalt, is that I really do worship Blue too much. He's such a sword fiend, and it's just like, I want to emulate that so badly, but I know it's like there's so much fundamental work you have to do to get to that point.
Nope. Nope. Nope.
I have that feeling as well with Siegfried, because I used to watch a lot of Heaton back when he used to play, and his
yeah.
his Siegfried and his back turn shenanigans. I'm like, I really want to know how to do all this. So now that like I've pretty much incorporated like a lot of back turns into my play, and a lot in my hand.
Okay, gotta stop backstepping. Maybe I should sidestep. I don't know. Would that be good?
God damn it.
I wish Ramon was still here, because like, I know I backstep too much, which is definitely the wrong thing to do, because I feel like backstepping is really a tool that you use for at like range 1. It just doesn't seem that effective like at range 0, because like almost every AA will just clip your face off.
God, that's why I looked like that was just about to hit you, and it gave me anxiety.
Oh my gosh. I can't do well against turtles.
Woo! Oh no, I'm blocking.
Oh God.
Nope.
Okay, I autopiloted it. I could have literally just chose a faster, not dumb move. Could have just AA'd you instead. Huh.
Yeah, that was a
Forget
little
the
bit of panic
econs.
from your end.
Yeah, I panicked for sure. Huh.
Soul Charge is scary, bro. It's so scary.
Yeah, Go tell that to James Chan, please. Tell him I sent you.
Hey, I play Siegfried, whose soul charge is 6 trillion.
He just doesn't believe me about Soul Charge Killick being scary.
Oh. One of the scariest things. He's up there with. God, I'm trying to think. Who's scary soul charge as well? Fucking Nightmare. Yoshi.
Okay, you crumbled there at the end.
Yeah.
That
I could
one,
have checked you when you walked in.
Yeah.
Huh. Okay.
You crumbled pretty hard at there and hesitates so badly right there.
Yeah. Huh.
I feel like my Soul Charge Killick actually broke you right there.
No, I actually was thinking about
History retold.
like what like yeah, it definitely manifested in the play, but I was actually thinking about like yeah, actually I was thinking that was the problem. I wasn't even thinking about the game.
Proceeding to target
Yeah, it's just kind of the way
Sorry,
the game
currently
works. You just
teaching a
gotta like
12-year-old
take
how
your
to play
advantages.
games right now. Done in 15 minutes. Okay, so Ramon's still here, so.
Oh, that's a good buy left.
Yeah, the more I think about it, it's like yeah,
Before
just
is
kind of
out.
have to be able to displace the. Oh, I was thinking about the wisdom of
Shoot, sorry,
changing.
Emily. Here, smack me. Okay. Not smack me that much, please.
Changing the mindset from being what is it, from being purely off of like win-loss, because I think the win-loss, yeah, so winning in this game is actually somewhat complicated insofar that like there's a lot of variables that come into play. When you transition the goal of your play from being about the win-loss condition to like something really simple and measurable like
There you go.
AABD, whatever, all that stuff, it makes it easier to like actually handle the rest of the game, because you can't intellectualize it. It's impossible. You can't like outthink the game. If you don't know it, you don't know it, right? So the only way that you can get to the learning process is by slowing, like, or basically making the test easier to pass, like, in your own head. Because like otherwise your brain just eats itself alive by being like, well, I still lost. What about this? Well, it's still, you know, all this other shit.
Gotcha.
Oh!
Yeah.
Turn this around.
I was like, hey, how come you don't do this to the C after that? And then I realized that you can get so much more damage. God.
Yeah, it used to be like if you did the throw into like 6-6B, it would be like way more damage, but they dropped all of that for Helix, so. Oh my gosh. Well,
It does have a backwards hitbox.
yeah, I completely forgot.
Yeah. Yeah, honestly, the best move he has is 2-2B, for sure.
You kidding?
No, as well. Like, Sword is a place where you just don't really get frames. You just have a really fast move. So you're not really getting that much out of it. Oh no. The reason why I like Sword though is actually because B4 more than anything. Because like B4 forces crouch.
What
It's
the
really
heck?
long. What the? What did I
Everyone
just experience, bro?
Welcome to my channel.
Again, Sword, you've got that projectile as well. I think. My brain's trying to remember what the Azul stance is and I can't remember. But I remember that being a thing.
Yeah.
It delayed.
Maybe.
Oh no.
Oh, 2BB? Oh yeah, the I-16 punish. It's too stumpy.
Oh my
though.
gosh. Hey there,
Bro.
Chris. How's it going?
The battle
I managed to smack the ass out of the air. that was my
Get that
saving
booty
grace
out
right
of the
there.
sky.
Yep.
Welcome to the stage
Yeah.
of history retold.
He's a fun character though. I honestly don't want to drop him because like, oh well, to be real, I should
Oh,
actually
yeah.
learn a Greek. I
Also
should
Greek,
actually
right?
just straight up
Alright.
learn a Greek. I need to learn a fundamental character.
I mean, what is there? There's Mitsurugi, Geralt. I guess
Yeah.
would Hamamaru count for that too? I guess. Kinda, right?
Let's do
It's
this.
kind of he just doesn't have a good AA. That's his only like weakness, I think. But as far as like the basics are concerned.
Okay,
I
with
mean,
that
like-
one, I agree with Kajur. Probably Mitsu would probably be the more fun one, at least in that
Yeah,
regard.
Mitsu's very fun.
Yeah.
Did you forget I have base ult?
Yeah, it's been a minute.
One of the best ults in the game.
I mean, maybe that's the goal. Like, because I was listening to the Way of Blade from Sane, and he basically has like a ton of win conditions in his head, and
Oh no.
the way that he approaches the matchup is like he applies it to just check, but like he's willing to switch it up even if he's not 100% sure if it's gonna work or not. And maybe that's the way that you have to sort of think about as well. Is like you do baby.
Yeah, I'm crazy like that.
You are wild. Huh? Yeah, you like to do baby stuff, but like you're just always switching it up because, in the case of Aswell, his tools literally just change. So like, maybe I should just randomly go into Axe, but play the same way. I just don't know how you do it in Spear. That's the thing. It's like, Spear doesn't feel like it has fundies at all.
Oh, I thought I had my hand.
There we go.
Oh, I really wish. They're gonna. My hand wouldn't do anything there
Sorry,
anyway.
Mitsu tonight. Oh, nice, Chris.
I think I really want to try a Greek though, because there's just so much legacy knowledge, and then I have like a 6,000 people who can yell at me for playing the character wrong.
Oh my gosh, I can't believe I didn't hit you.
Guys, I didn't have enough time for the GI to come out, I think. Nice.
I mean, I don't have a good answer for why not ask that other than I don't know.
Damn it.
Oh, it didn't give me the one I wanted.
I didn't want that.
He does have a good low though. He has a 2A. I mean, it's pretty annoying.
I love being in Soul Charge Killick. It's so nice.
Bro, I was so sad because I was like, oh, I'll just do my hand, and I remembered that it's a break attack, and I was like, oh, wait, that's not going to do it. That.
Oh yeah, shoot, I forgot about Sophie. Ramon will kill me later for that.
Good,
Yeah,
Sophie.
you forgot about Sophie?
She's great. She's so fun to play. I wish I knew more of her.
But I think for training this stuff, isn't like being boring not like a problem? Because I would say that Aswell's like, especially in Sword, he's like watching paint dry because you don't actually get to enforce your turn that much.
I mean, for learning fundamentals, yeah, just being boring kind of is like the best thing to do.
I autopilot throw setup.
I'd say be boring.
Yeah,
Be
you're
boring.
autopiloting really hard now.
Weird. I thought I got D6. Oh.
I'd say be boring until you can recognize when to place things. That wouldn't be boring. You know, after playing Guilty Gear a lot, God, the damage in Soul Calibur is much fairer.
Let me.
It's
let
funny
me pop
hearing
Soul
that,
Charge
right?
again.
Because I remember back when the day we were like, dude, this game's so much high damage. Little did we know if that existed.
Hold on, let me just change that real fast.
Oh no, wait,
Oh
no.
no, I
Oh
died.
no.
Oh no, I messed up.
Oh my God, you can't do that. That's
I
not
pressed
fair.
9K, I thought it was Yoshi.
No. Oh, I had that with Mitsu and Yoshi. I was doing my hand input. I was like, wait a minute, that's not the right one.
Don't you? I know what you're trying to do. Don't you fucking do it. Yep.
Damn it. Damn it.
You gotta respect it.
Oh, that even wall comboed. Nice.
That did more damage than Soul Charge, bro. Wait.
Oh god.
What punish of the ages? Oh,
Nope.
okay, can't interrupt that. Have to wait.
You know, like
Oh yeah, you
I
know, I
was gonna
forgot.
say,
I never
yeah.
actually freaking drank water after.
hydrate. You better.
Yeah, I forgot to do that for when Kajur fucking used that. There we go.
Oh, I should probably go make food in a little bit. I haven't eaten all day.
Yeah, that's also important. Should not be fighting
Bruh.
on an empty stomach.
Never. Always fight.
Proceeding to
Always empty
target
stomach.
location. Pod.
Retrieving map data.
Like whenever I play Soul Calibur 2, I'm never not surprised how much damage a regular BB does.
I haven't played Soul Calibur 2 in God, maybe like
I haven't
4
played it
years.
since it was on GameCube.
I miss those days.
Yeah, I miss playing Link. I've never played a Zelda, but I'd always play Link.
Yeah. Something funny about an unblockable projectile.
Oh yeah.
Bombs.
Oh god damn it, I thought you'd run back up. Bro, Dolphin Parsec, you got this.
I mean,
Eventually.
Money Muffins is waiting for us. It's waiting. In the bush.
Oh my gosh.
That?
That's actually pretty memey. I love it.
I forgot that leap hit. Nope.
Nope, too far away.
Would Robertson be of work there? I forgot. There again, I don't really know Keelik that well.
Oh no, this is bad. Okay, never mind.
Oh,
Don't only
no.
push me back, I'm good. Oh fuck, I forgot about that.
No, Jesus Christ. I forgot just how much range that has.
You and me both right there. Oh no. Speaking of a character though, you just wait to like kill themselves. Freaking 2v here.
Yeah. My favorite thing about this matchup is as well as swords, because if you just react to their
Oh no.
X-wing blow, you just hit them with the
Okay,
sword.
I deserve that.
The base hold for this one.
Wah.
Until our
Yeah.
day of
Man, I'm so behind on reading everything. Okay, everybody just talking to each other. All right, we're good.
Yeah, don't worry. Like I've been watching, and then paying attention.
It's
I'm
so
the-
weird actually having everybody in here.
I'm secretly losing to moderate your chat. I'm joking. It's not a secret. I'm
gosh.
actually just bad. But yeah. No, it's true though. I do feel like I have an obligation to be better at this game. But I think it's because like I think it's mostly to offset like the fact that I am like legit toxic. Like I cannot tolerate being bad at this game, and I'm like, "Rah!" Like I'm actually still really hung up about my rank. As silly as that sounds.
I have a feeling that was supposed to be RI.
Oh.
I used to be like that with my rank, like a while ago, and I think the break from it just took that away from me. So I was like, well, what? I don't have anything to prove to anyone.
Yeah.
I'm dumb. I'm dumb. Oh, I'm dumb.
Yo,
Oh my god, does this combo end? Oh, yeah, it does. Eventual death.
You just got reset. That's your life now.
Yep. I should have known better because I was by the edge.
It's okay,
God
I'll
damn it.
try
Overwatch. Woo. Good time to drop Overwatch right now, IMO.
Yep.
Can't even say the word McCree. Whoops.
Oh,
Yeah, I know, right?
Said the word.
Welcome
That-
to the
that
stage
one-
of
word.
history
Eh.
retold.
You know what?
That,
You know
that
what's
part's
sad,
weird,
though?
to be honest.
Well, you know what sucks for me is that I actually have a friend who works at Blizzard, and he's actually legitimately in the he's like doing all the picketing and everything, and he's just
Yeah.
like, he just told me straight, I was like you don't have to feel guilty about buying our games. Like we just hate our upper management, but like Diablo 2 Remastered is made by good people. I'm like, that's cool, but we're at that stage where it's like now it's kind of cool to be performative, and I'm almost afraid to be getting caught like strolling around town square on Diablo 2 Remastered, because like I really want to play it. That's where like all my weird RP chops come from, man. I love that shit.
I'd say just
Game no.
play what you want to play, honestly. Like,
Yeah.
if people are going to give you that kind of shit anyways, then Probably don't need them in your life.
Yeah, that's true. Well, that's Twitter.
I've-
You know,
Well, see, that's
I
Twitter.
actually-
You're not playing on Twitter, so.
that's true. Or am I?
I mean, hey, if you want to play with fire on that one, then go for it.
Man, I have not played Nightmare in a hot minute.
Just saying, I wouldn't want my phone just exploding because people want to get nuts on me about like stupid shit like that. I'm just playing a game.
Yeah.
So Vegeta should not be allowed to backstep or use movement in general. I'm salty. Yeah, I can see that, JDW.
You know what's gonna be funny is that I'm literally gonna make a video about watching Booms and Ramon's video, and then it's just gonna be so annoying because it's just gonna be me like trying to over-intellectualize all over it and saying with the preface is like everything I'm saying is the wrong thing to say. Don't do what I'm doing, because it's like it's funny because I think like in some ways. Like I know for me, since I'm like I'm an old head, it's weird being so frustratingly self-aware that like the one thing that holds me back is the fact that I am like thinking too much, because like I like the thinking too much thing is the thing that is validated at work. Like I'm supposed to overthink at work, but when I play games, you're not supposed to overthink. Like they're supposed to, all the benefits of games, even like the competitive benefits, actually come from when you're just like engaged in the space and like
especially
not thinking about everything.
especially with just fighting in general. Like it's even the same thing for like real life fighting. Like you don't want to be thinking so much while you're in the fight. Like you just want to have all that muscle memory just down.
Yeah.
Or like you just don't want to hesitate. Like basically either. Like
Yeah. You know what's kind of funny? I wonder how you can teach somebody how to not hesitate on blocking. Like something that is like defensive requires action in this game because you know you don't auto block, you have to press a button. But how do you trick somebody into like thinking it's like a thing rather than like I don't know, because like I guess like when I block, I relegate it into this space like, that is like I'm thinking I'm not doing anything. When I am doing something.
yeah. Hesitation. Well, yeah. In some regards, yes. Hesitate is defeat for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's the kind of stuff that's like I guess like I'm trying to find ways to gamify like stuff that I think traditionally is not viewed as and the proactivity definitely comes in block punishment, but I wonder if there's like even a way to get it even more like farther back. Because like I know block punishment is the thing that makes your neurons fire off and you're like, ah yes, I punished somebody. Because that definitely feels good. Like even punishing with like BP, I was like, oh baby.
I don't know. I mean, it'd really just come down to like either having something like AI just like doing stuff for you to like actually like get that into muscle memory to like make you actually like enjoy doing that. I guess I don't know. I don't really know of a way actually.
What?
What the?
Caliber. Stuff like this is why I'm always glad to play the game.
Yeah, because of the ridiculous stuff that can happen.
Just like I'm never gonna not see. I'm gonna see something new every day and not even realize it's there.
Nice.
Some of the best matches have Gen.
Yeah, the jank of Caliber always provides some kind of new content.
Oh, I'm trying to remember. One of the most jank stuff I've had from 2B is where I was Yoshi and I did Super Dragonfly and I did the K option, and she did the Fisher stance and caught me out of it mid. And it was the most wildest thing ever. I've never been able to replicate it since.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Once you get it on camera, like it's hard to actually show it.
I got it on video, but like, man.
Oh, okay. Also, I got
That's
to
fucking-
say earlier, KONMAI, whenever she does that spin with the pod,
Why did I get hit? What?
okay, I'm a little too late for all this.
What happened?
The bubble that she has got him like right at tip range.
I've been punished with swords. I'm so sad.
Ah. Wow, you were just at the
Oh, my mental is broken, dude.
You can recover, just take your time. It's okay. You've got 57 seconds.
Learning a lot more block punishes and punishing dumb shit and bad movement would help a lot of people win like 50% more rounds. Also just blocking more.
What?
Kinda. I feel like that's part of it. But I could say for sure, like, yeah, even just learning like block punishes, it doesn't like fully help you with that either. Just from me trying to do the same exact thing, honestly. Also, since it's happening again, if she does the little pod like horizontal thing where she spins, that's like -20. You can take full advantage of that.
Yeah, I tried, but I think I was like 2 frames too late on A or something. Cause I'm just trying to mash A.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Oh, I twitched dog.
This lobby needs more spots. I mean,
You bastard! Ah!
Oh no, wait.
My mission.
Oh
my God.
no!
KONMAI, please.
Is this a draw?
I mean, if it is, you're
No.
gonna lose.
No,
Gibby's gonna win.
it wasn't.
Gibby-
I thought
Gibby's got more
I
health.
got it. I thought I got it.
Oh my God.
I was going for the patience. I was trying to be as patient as I possibly could.
There was a moment there where you could have seed, and I was so upset.
Yeah.
Honestly,
stage
let
of
us.
history.
If it was still like early on in the stream, I'd probably still do that. But at this point, I'm probably going to be calling it in like 20 minutes. So it's probably going to stay like this for now. Maybe next time. Technically, I should be doing this more often. It's just that
Let's begin.
yeah, like for a while it was just I wasn't getting anybody to actually show up to streams, even with the lobbies going. Today is just one of those weird days where everybody just like popped in.
You know what? Now I'm here permanently, so joke's on you.
Oh well.
Yeah. I'm just saying, letting you guys know, I take full credit for this.
I mean, at this point, I'm going to say yeah, because it kind of became a podcast into this, and then everybody started showing up for it.
I have that power, dude. Like that's why I get on mics with people. It's mostly because it's like, I'll be honest, like my play is not interesting. That's perhaps one of the reasons why I like to talk too much is because watching me play is just like, what the fuck, KONMAI, stop.
I enjoy it.
I mean,
I enjoy
if
watching you play.
if that's the case, then what the fuck is mine?
Your play is fun because it's explosive. Mine is just like tragic, I think. Or at least I always felt that. Maybe that's probably the problem. It's just like I don't really, because I watch so much high level play on the regular basis, I don't have a good opinion of myself like in this game at all. Like I'm pretty self-toxic because I'm just like, oh, by virtue of me being near this, I should have osmosed like how to be good by now. So the answer is no. It's not how any fighting game works, because you don't copy stuff like that. You have to actually play the game.
Also, you have to remember, time isn't always equal to progress.
Yeah, no kidding.
So, no, I mean like,
I'm going to punish that every time, Emily.
well,
Did you get hit? Oh,
wow, I can't believe you soul charge there. That's
yeah, I was like, huh?
bro.
Oh my god, that tech crouches.
No way. You got cooked, dude. Well played.
Oh no.
Oh, no. Well,
It could go anywhere else.
Nope. Nope.
Aha, nice.
Oh my gosh. I went
Whoa.
flying.
Nice conversion.
Nope.
Oh no.
Bonk.
Are you reacting to that?
I'm just guessing, to be honest.
Okay. I was just curious. No, because if that was reaction, I would be like, ooh, that's gross.
Nah, I do not have that capacity online to like react like that. Especially on my TV, no way.
Bonk. Bonk. Bonk.
Ah, damn. Yeah, that's kind of also the reason why I'm like missing offline too. It's just because I know with like my freaking TV, I cannot react even with Parsec.
I'd like, well, offlines are coming back, but like, god man, I wish there were more local from
Emily, please.
Bonk.
Oh, you.
Wow, you did that 3 times in a row. It'll get you.
I see the risk reward, and I'm like, oh. It's like I'm getting like what? Is it like what -2 on block?
For which one? Emily's?
For 2A plus B
Or the-
on Mina.
I actually don't know. I'm bad at frames.
Yeah.
Like it's like not
Oh,
much, right? And like
Yeah.
even if you land it, it doesn't feel that great. Versus like taking like 70 damage. It's like that's scary. No, it's cool. It's awesome. I just keep thinking like I think about that as that's the kind of thing that would kill somebody
Okay, I'm
in
about to
tournament.
drop now though. If anybody else wants to join. Yeah, I mean if anybody wants to join, like still 15 minutes, so you could get at least like a
15.
game or two.
Whole minutes.
Yeah, sadly I can't
Hey,
do the Macho Man thing from Spider-Man. Got 5.
What is
5 minutes.
In a cursed castle hall.
Oh man, I just realized your hair's blowing.
Yeah. I like gold color. I don't fuck a fool.
Yeah, welcome to my mixing.
Aha, welcome to my mix ring.
You know what, I actually could have probably actually got that.
Probably, I just... oh god. Alright, Keelik. The man with the fucking spear that crosses the
Yeah,
entire
I know
ocean.
my range.
Bruh. You're just like, wow, let me hit you
Listen,
from
I
here.
may not know frames well, but I know my ranges for my freaking buttons.
Good face all down, that's upsetting me. Oh, no! I got a base hold! The A-joint didn't go on. Damn it.
God.
No! I deserve that.
Got it.
The one time I decided to go for reverse side, okay.
Oh god, no. Oh fuck. I'm dumb.
Ah.
Why am I doing this to myself?
Happened again.
Okay, you know what? You know what? Oh my gosh.
No way. You absolute memer, dude.
I gotta be completely honest there. I think if I had
Yeah,
done the input like
the silo here.
like 1 second late, you would have fucking clipped me. Oh boy.
Oh no. Oh my gosh.
Ah. Get mixed. Oh, I'm so upset! I'm so upset!
Okay. I'm gonna back away now. You have fun in Soul Charge over there. I'm just gonna...
Okay.
Oh. What? Oh my gosh.
It
I
tracks
ducked.
when you do the, yeah, the drift. That move is still bullshit.
Oh, did you know that apparently your rates go higher or lower based on like an Uber or ride sharing if your battery's low?
Really? That's Ah,
What the
fuck, I
hell?
forgot about the back turn. Yeah, I forgot about the back turn. That's on me.
That's crazy. Oh, see ya. Yeah.
Oh no, I'm dead.
Thanks for playing.
Yep.
Good shit.
GG's, Emily. See ya.
Yeah, GG's Emily. You did pretty well.
GG. Yeah, you cooked me, dude. I thought I
Yeah.
could get the scam. I tried so hard.
Don't,
in
don't
the
let her
end,
fool you. She's actually really good.
No, she's like a really
She,
fucking good
she will
player.
downplay herself, just like KONMAI downplays himself sometimes.
Don't downplay yourself for fuck's sake. You're really fucking good 2B. That goes for every one of you. Even
Yeah.
you,
Yeah,
KONMAI.
right? Doesn't that sound crazy? Make sure your Throne is charged every time. No, somebody just posted about like that being a thing, and that actually makes a lot of sense.
Soul of Killick.
Yeah,
I guess.
because the app itself can read your battery,
That's fucked.
and it will like automatically rate hike you. Apparently, that makes so much sense, and it's brilliant, but also messed up. But brilliant.
Apparently, yes.
Let me find the tweet. Oh, I'll get it later. I gotta play. But yeah, no, that sounds amazing. Like, that's like some genius level shit right there.
Yeah, too bad that they don't have enough people for freaking to actually run it. It's stupid expensive now compared to like a taxi. God damn it. I hate this. I actually have to play defensive.
Oh no. Hey, you got this.
Oh.
Nope.
Okay, I'll take that. I don't have bad stage position anymore. Huh. I can't step there. Okay.
Battle 2. Fight.
Man. If that thing didn't get him
Be gone, Dave.
vulnerability,
It's KONMAI. It's me.
I would have won so many matches if that thing didn't have invulnerability.
Yeah. Ah, damn it. No. Oh no. I just killed myself.
Oh no!
No.
Nope, nope, nope. I'm not allowing this. Okay, I allowed it.
I've been allowed. Yeah, you get higher rates with low batteries. Crazy. Oh wait, I just said so. I mentioned it. I'm built up. I don't.
It's
have
okay,
timestamps
I
on
do that
Twitch
too. God damn it.
All right, I guess it does work. Thanks, Ramon. thanks, small stages. No, it's crazy. Like it's crazy how somebody gives you good advice, and once you get out of the way, it works. But it's so hard to get out of the way. It really is. Like
It's okay.
Welcome to the
Now use that voice against me.
Retold.
I mean, it's crazy because like I literally had all the time in the world to do that, and it wouldn't work because my ego kept telling me, oh, well, you're in COVID, you're in permanent vacation, you should be good by now. And like that would be the thing that would just constantly repeat in my head over and over and over and over.
Yeah,
until
that's,
like I believed it.
yeah, that's not healthy at all.
It's weird. I feel like I feel like
One. Fight.
I guess it's because I hang out around a lot of old gamers where all of our dreams have been like smashed a long time ago. It's like it's kind of like
Okay,
status quo.
you need to be around like Crazy J more then.
Oh,
Nice. Good roll.
If that's the case. So I mean, like Crazy J's like what, 41, and like still whooping people's asses and stuff.
yeah.
Like 42.
I was looking out for the Epsilon and my brain was like, well. Fuck.
I mean, hell.
Oh, that tracking.
Alright.
though.
Thank you,
well,
Caliber, I
wake up
guess.
to
You wait, yeah, you woke.
I mean, hell, I'm like about to be 27 like the end of the year, so.
Aye. Aye.
Then again, there's also probably like that whole esports mentality too that like, I don't know if you've ever heard of all this like a long time ago. I remember people used to be like, oh yeah, your peak is like 20 to like 24 and then after that you're out of your peak.
Oh yeah, I heard about that. That's a long time ago.
Yeah. I don't know. Play Soul Calibur, and just seeing like all the fighting game like tournaments in general is like, yeah, that's a lie.
Nice.
Oh, that's tough.
Nice, good block.
This connection is
I
great, by
did-
the way.
Yeah, this is like miles better than from the first time we bought it. Like, what the fuck? What changed?
I was streaming.
Yeah, actually, yeah,
That'll do it.
that will do it, unfortunately.
Ooh.
To be fair, I did that because I thought you were going to do Axe though. That was the only reason I did base hold.
I mean, it's
Oh,
wise.
I need.
Oh!
Like, I've got to be enraged, right?
Yeah, it's got some merit.
Nice.
Well, yeah, I think you shouldn't honestly try to do gaming as a job.
At least not for like pro, I suppose, but
Right, I forgot that's but
I don't know. For the streaming side, I feel like you could just go.
You could do
whenever.
whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like
Honestly, as
professional,
long as you're-
I suppose, yeah, there is a point.
oh, I didn't hold block a couple.
But I think it's like, there shouldn't be a reason to stop playing.
Oh yeah, of course.
Especially if you enjoy it.
I got lucky
I mean,
there.
hell, we still got Lolo, and here's that dude freaking just like running freaking first place at certain tournaments and stuff. Alright, some of them. A lot of the people
Nice.
who are like top 3 in most big games are in early 20s or even like 16. Yeah,
Yeah.
especially for like shooters. I guess, yeah, for shooters for sure. Like,
Yeah,
that's
shooters, you
gonna
gotta be
make
cracked.
sense.
Oh, I
whack.
did not expect that to hit me.
Oh, I'm dumb. I went through something really stupid. Oh, that does work. Oh, nice. I mean, like in the end, it's like most people don't like.
I need to go away and get meds. I'm sorry.
It's all good.
That's fine.
I mean, I guess this is gonna be the last match anyway, so.
It begins
Okay.
as it ended. I mean,
Yep,
it ends as
basically.
it begins.
Basically.
KONMAI bashing his face against Abyss Commando. The classic. The classic
Here,
4 p.m.
what are you gonna do this too? I'll have some mods in my costume too.
Human race.
Oh, yeah. Oh. I don't know. I feel like my claim to fame in this game is literally just talking, either yelling or talking about this mental stuff poorly.
and
like
breaking
talking
chairs
about it.
at Majors.
Yeah, I broke a chair at Evo. That's one of the reasons I want Evo to survive. It's because I want to break another chair.
I feel like it will, but it's definitely going to be more corporate for sure. Also, I mean, I don't know what Sony's like whole plan is with offline anyways. But we still gotta see how that's like, but
I'll be honest. Offline will save them because here's the thing: they have to only invest. Most TOs are not rich enough to have their own gear. That was dumb.
yeah,
Should just block.
that's true.
Like literally, WNF is carried by Sony, or specifically Capcom. The Capcom, we're still using the PS4s from what should we call it? From when they did the they did Cap Cup like at Anaheim.
Oh yeah.
So like you can literally thank Capcom for having PS4s for Calibur. No joke. Literally no joke. So like you get it on block? Huh. Didn't know that you got your health back on block.
Oh no. Oh my gosh, thank you. God damn it.
That was really I knew it. I had conviction that would work.
Yeah, that's sometimes what it takes. You just gotta commit.
Yeah, don't move after I get hit. That's another rule I could do. Okay, I can't challenge you too hard.
Oh damn it! I fucked up.
I did too.
All right, fuck it. Fuck it. It worked. Shout outs to walls.
I love
Or
this
these
game.
walls in
Actually,
particular.
2-2-B, man.
Okay, it's not happening, Comrade. I'm not letting this happen. Okay, cool. I'm free from worried about that.
Oh god!
Now you messed up.
Bad. Oh no. Oh no.
I think you'll have a sliver.
I don't know, man. James Chan time.
What happened?
Oh no,
Oh,
never
boy.
mind.
They killed.
I lied.
Dad. Oh no! I come back at the worst time. Oh,
All right.
pain.
Or do you want one more, Silo? Or
Yeah, I'll have one more.
all right. We'll do this last one and then we'll figure out somebody to
Welcome to the stage
like send
of
everybody
history
still here
retold.
too. Oh, actually, Beanie's on. Never mind. All right, have a solution. I already know.
Our solution is go in and type. Hold on, go in and type this copy pasta in his chat.
No, oh my
Oh
god.
no, you're going to do it.
No, drop this. Like, make sure you drop this in his chat for sure.
Yeah, I'm just gonna.
Like
yeah,
when we go raid him, you put this in there.
Okay,
Let's do this.
have that copy and paste because I'm gonna be putting other stuff in there, and then we'll put that again. So if I can copy and paste if they don't do it yet.
I love this costume. I like the Majima costume a lot.
Step, are you sure?
Battle 1. Fight!
Oh nope, I fucked up.
I adore it. I also fucked up.
Nobody expects the mastery K.
Yeah, I don't know. Nice.
Oh my gosh, that was great.
Oh,
Thank you, 22B.
good well played. Oh,
Just barely.
I did not want that, but sure, that came out. Oh, and I ducked like a fool. Nope, that's what I wanted. No! I thought I could duck into it with the K.
Nope.
What?
Yeah, the second part's the mid.
Yeah, well, now I know. I need to stop mashing after that.
Oh god.
Tales of Rise demos out. Oh!
Oh my god, I wanted soul charge 4 times. Okay.
Oh no.
Alright, it's okay. I fucked it.
Okay, I deserve
Oh.
that. Gotcha.
No. You will respect this mix. Ah!
No.
Oh, pain. No, what is soul charge? Oh, I forgot I was pressing guard at the same time. That's why my
Oh,
soul
yeah.
charge was out. That would explain it. I was like, wait a minute.
Alright.
That's fine. GG, man.
GG's.
GG's, everybody.
Alright,